What are you doing? Karen. Karen, you're live. Barry. What's up, man? Oh. You see my cat? Bud Files, how are you? That's Karen the cat right there. Cat and beer cup. You're right. Does it match? Come here. Does it match? Yeah, it does match, doesn't it? How are y'all doing? I had so much fun. Whatever day it was. Was that Sunday? Sunday, Saturday, whenever it was. Ripping those packs. I wanted to rip some more. I'm doing good. Uh, got home from work and messing with my pool, which I finally got it going, and it's a saltwater pool. So because we had to refill it, the pool people said I needed 750 pounds of salt. That's a lot of salt. Luckily, Menards, we have a Menards close by that sells pool salt for about $8 a 40-pound bag. Still, that's like 18 bags. So I was like, I'm not going to do 18 bags at once. So I went and got 10. I finally got, it takes a while to put 400 pounds of salt in a pool because you have to open all the bags and then broadcast the salt in the water. And and then it doesn't want to all dissolve, so you have to brush it around. So I got all 10 bags in there. I got to go get 8 more bags of salt and get it in there, and I put some baking soda in there too. So when I get it all ready and it's looking nice, I just got to clean up out there because there's landscaping out there and it's hard to control the weeds, and I've got to get it looking nice. But I'm gonna do a video out there at some point, or at least show the pool off maybe. This says 16 people are in here. Now it says 7. TD81. God bless you. Barry, how's the weather in Alabama? Down there in the Gulf region. Has it gotten real hot yet? Still got some Pro Set cards, and I've got the 92 Fleer, hot and rainy. Um, it's been overcast most of the week. It's not been real hot. I think it was about. It's a little humid because it's trying to rain, but it's probably upper 70s today. I think it's supposed to be 80 over the weekend, but not too awful bad. Yeah, I know. I guess she feels lonesome and she likes to get up on my chest or whatever. So I guess she'll just sit right there. She's purring, so I guess she likes it. It's her YouTube debut. How are you, Joe? That was awesome that you were at the Cubs game the other day when I was on the live. That was fun. I was I can't believe. I mean, I'm glad they swept them, which they should have, but I don't think they scored more than 3 runs in any of those games. I think it was what 2-1, 3-1, all 3 games, something like that. Crazy. Colorado, I mean, they're not very good, but they played decent against the Cubs. I mean, they didn't give up a bunch of runs, but clickbait. That would be a nice thing, but I don't think. I think he's probably still under Pirates team control for a while. I don't imagine they're going to hold on to him as long as they can, but as soon as he gets done with that first contract or whatever, however they have team control over him, it's just a matter of time because he's not going to stay in Pittsburgh. Yeah, they must have Joe. I you know they still haven't won 10 double digit games. That's crazy. I mean that's worse than the White Sox last year. Maybe I don't know. I know the White Sox lost what 110 or 15 games. I don't know. They lost a bunch. Craziness. What would you all like to see rip? Would you like to see the Fleer, which we pulled some bangers last time, or the Pro Set, which I've still got a bunch of those? And that's all. I don't have anything. I don't have any new stuff. I'm going to go back to the card shop and see what else they got. They got more 92 Fleer. I think I'm going to go buy another box of it. Try to make the set. Because I'm pretty sure it's just one series. And try to make that set. They had some 88 Donruss boxes. So that's not too bad. I'm trying to think what else they had. Oh, they had some Score. I may get some Score too. I like the Score product. Barry, these were $20 for a sealed box. So, I mean, can't really beat it. The Stars lost. Are you talking hockey? Is that Dallas? Maybe I don't keep up with hockey. Barry, if you want a box, I think there was like 3 left, and they were there the time before that. 'Cause somebody's buying them. I mean, okay, Jimbo. Yeah, I knew Dallas was still in it. I don't do hockey. I don't know anything about it. Never watched it. Obviously, never played it. So it confuses me. So there's Pops. How are you, Robert? I thought you said in the live cat, not the live chat. So, Joe, I probably couldn't name 5 current hockey players. I could probably name 5 former hockey players. Mario Lemieux and Wayne Gretzky, and that's about it. I don't know, maybe 2. Robert, did you have surgery not too long ago? Did you say something you were having some type of surgery? And if you did that go okay? Boston Bruins. Barry, it's funny that some of your favorite teams and such, it's just kind of random. But obviously, living in Alabama, there's no sports teams or at least professional sport teams in Alabama, I don't think. So it's like Kentucky. Kentucky doesn't have any professional sports teams. So people around here all like the Cubs. Matty Ice, what's up, buddy? How are you? Hey, Maddie, you doing good? You're talking Birmingham, right, Barry? Is that the AA team in Birmingham? That's where Jordan played, Birmingham Barons, back in when he went played baseball for about a year and a half, whatever. So Maddie, I don't know what happened to that thing. I've slacked off, and I've been meaning to get this out to you. So, what's up, Justin? Okay, Justin. He was not the goat of baseball, but you know as well as I do, if he'd have kept on with it, he could have been. He would have been fairly decent. Because toward the end of when he played that last year, he was hitting pretty good. Jordan would have been good. Yes, he did sell a lot of tickets. But Maddie, hang on just a second. Let me find this. What did I do with it? Don't go anywhere, Maddie. I mean, I get it. I get it, Maddie. Life is busy. Um, is that it? That ain't it. That's not. That's the one that doesn't work. I bet. Yep. That stinks. Anyway, I'll find it. That's yours, buddy. There's a magnet that goes here that I'll have to reattach. But I told you I'd get you one, and I've got the little ticker that goes with it. I just can't find it. So I think I've still got your address. So I will get that out to you. Yep. You need that, man. You need that. And they're awesome. My son-in-law, he he made these. So he's made them all. Of course, this is the one I use, which you can program they call these scrolling name badge. Why anybody would want, because it's got you can even pin it to your shirt. So why anybody would want to have an electronic name badge is beyond me. But it's cool for something like that. I don't know how he came up with that. I probably missed it, Robert. Hang on just a second. Let me go back. Tuesday. So you had okay. Tuesday on your hernia mesh when a fracture messed up my okay. So did that go okay, Robert? Sorry I missed that. I can't keep up. I only see about 5 comments before it disappears on my phone. Yeah, let me show you this, Barry. Here's one I bought that doesn't work. So you press the button and it pops up like that. So you can program it. There's an app and it connects via Bluetooth. Hey, Southern boys, how are you? And so this one didn't work because it won't connect. It won't connect to Bluetooth, so it's just wasteful. But look at the back. Here's the pin. So that's how they advertise it. See the pin? Why would you do? Why would? Hello, my name is BC. I would never do that. I would never. I mean, I don't like wearing name tags anyway. Good, Robert. I'm glad they got you fixed up. Put this above your toilet seat or your commode. Don't forget to put the toilet seat down, especially if there's women in the house. So, SV, how are you? Yeah. So, I'm just going back to see if I missed anything. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Birmingham Barons is where Jordan played. Okay, so like I said, my son-in-law made, and he can even make more because he's got the template or however it works in the computer, and then it's a 3D print. He's still got the material for it, and then I don't know what he does, something with the white, some kind of paint. I don't know what he does, but Justin, he definitely could be an honorary nerd in your nerd group because he is definitely a nerd. But he's a good nerd, a very good nerd because he does stuff like this. So shout out to my son-in-law. His name is Arky. So so I've got one. Vince has got one. The basement card collector, Jason has one, and then you're gonna have one. And then if I can get him to make me another one, I may send one to, I don't know if you all know B&B Rips, Brandon and Bo. They are Cubs fans, big Cubs fans. And I haven't seen a lot of their videos lately, so I don't know what's going on. They don't live too far from me. And so I may send them one as well. But if you haven't checked out B&B Rips, you should, because especially my Cubs fans, because they're awesome. Arky Vaughn, the only Arky I know besides my son-in-law, played for the Expos. His name was Arky Cianfrocco. What's up, Ari's World? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming in. Cubs fans for life, yes. So I got my pool going there, buddy. And Ari's World, it's a saltwater pool. And when I went to the pool place, we had just filled it up after we got the liner fixed. And guess how many pounds of salt they said I needed? Anybody want to take a guess? Some. Of course, it was filled. It wasn't filled up from a well or anything. We have city water, even though we live in the county. 40 pounds? Oh, no. Multiply that by, no, tablespoon? No, I can't put a tablespoon of Morton's in there. Not really going to work. Barry was in here when I said it early. 750 pounds of salt. 750 pounds. Right. Exactly. So basically what it does, you don't get, because obviously there's chlorine in salt, but there's an apparatus that's in the plumbing by the filter where the water circulates through that breaks down the salt into chlorine, converts the salt to chlorine. So the benefit is it's a salty pool. Obviously, it's like swimming in the ocean. Probably not as salty, but you don't get the bad chlorine smell. You don't reek of chlorine when you get out too much. And it's not, if you're going to water, it's not going to affect your eyes as much. Salt cell, yeah, that's what it is. No, not salting Lake Michigan. I know, Justin. It was like, I can go to Menards because that's about and it's 4 miles from my house. I can go to Menards because the pool people, their salt's like $13 a bag. That's outrageous. I can go to Menards and their 40-pound bags are like $8 for 40 pounds. Still, that's 18 bags of salt to make about 750. Just Barry. Yeah. Barry, I would have to drive a long way to get to Saltwater. Sorry. I don't like driving that much. I can't do it. Amazon and have them deliver? Exactly, Maddie. I did save my receipt because I didn't get the 18 because that was just too much. I said, I'll do it in 2 runs. So I went and got 10 bags. a couple days ago. So that was like $80. So I get 11% rebate on that. And I got to go back and get another 8 bags. I got the 10 bags put in the pool, so it should be good. I mean, at least started. And then I'll probably get the other bags tomorrow and put them in Saturdays, put calcium in it, and it should be good to go. It's clear, but that's a lot of salt. So that's my pool story. When I get it all fixed up, I'll do a live out there or something. That way maybe y'all can see it, and it looks really nice because the liner's brand new. Just regular salt works okay? No. No, you can't use. What do you mean regular salt? Like table salt? Your cat is the coolest on YouTube. Laid back. Her name is Karen, and she's named Karen for a reason. She's definitely her personality fits her name. Can you see her there? She's purring. Jimbo, I don't think that's the same kind of salt. No, it's not what you get from the grocery store. I'm assuming it's got a higher. I don't know. Obviously, it's not a consumable salt. I wouldn't think. So, not all salts are created equal. We'll say. You got vid on everything is. I don't know. Am I all backwards? Just put a deer salt lick in it and. Which do you want? What all do you want to see? Do you want to see the football, the pro set, or the Fleer? No, Menards is like, it's like Lowe's, but it does have some groceries. Lowe's doesn't have groceries. Yes, you can consume you could consume it if you want to. I wouldn't suggest it. 4,000. Wow. You want to see the Fleer? You're good, Justin. Our Menards hasn't been here that long. I love Menards. They've got everything. I mean, just about anything, do it yourself, tools, lawn equipment, pool stuff, landscaping. They got everything. And then they do have a small grocery section of pretty much like dry goods. They do have a little bit of, well, they do have some, I think you can buy milk and stuff there. Menards is awesome. You would love it, Justin. You can, and plus, most of the time, you get the 11% rebate. They run it most of the year. So basically, you go and spend $100, and you can send your little rebate ticket in, and then you get 11% of that back. You get $11 back. But it's what they do. They send you a little ticket back, and you can use it for merchandise. It's not cash. It's pretty awesome. When we first moved here, I had to do a bunch of stuff. So I've got as much, and I probably had $200 or $300 worth of credit at Menards, which was awesome. All right, someone said they wanted to see the Fleer. Looks like the cash is perched on your shoulder like a parrot. Yeah. I don't think she would do the same thing as Polly would on A Surfers Live. It does kind of look like it, doesn't it? Can you hear her purr? You probably can't hear her purr. She will give you the stink eye though. That's for sure. All right. I'm gonna turn this camera around. Oh, duh. I got this this phone's got a little cover for the camera lens. That was dumb. Um Change your shirt, boy. I don't know who you're calling boy. Wiggly Snipes. You change your shirt. All right. Let's get a few of these out of here. See if we can pull some fire. Barry, don't encourage that. Don't encourage that. Karen. Oh, me. I was trying to see if A Surfer was going to get on here. He's too. He's probably still at work. He's on Hawaiian time. All right, what are we going to pull? You don't wear shirts, Jimbo? I don't know, Joe. We're just looking Hall of Famers, really. We're just looking for awesomeness. Jim Lindemann. He wouldn't call me boy. He TTMs. There's the Candy Man, John Candelaria. Hensley Mullins, I think he might sign too. There's a Hall of Famer, Fred McGriff, Crime Dog. I think he does too, but he charges. There's old Jack Clark. Is this backwards to you all? Is the what you're saying, is it backwards? Bam Bam, is that his nickname? Bam Bam? Or are you talking about somebody else? I know his. Okay. All right, Southern boys. Like I said, it's amateur hour here. I just hit the button and go live. I don't know anything else to do. Old Jack Clark. Chris Sabo, he was a good player. Mullins is Bam Bam. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Bam Bam Mullins. I'll have to send that to him. I haven't been sending much out lately. Here we go. There we go. I thought that was, for a minute I thought that was David Ortiz, but obviously it's Mo Vaughn. But there's old Cecil. I love the Superstar Special cards. They're awesome. Fielder signs for $10. No judgment in cards. Rob Maurer. Never heard of her. Texas Ranger. Shout out to Justin. Do you remember this guy, Justin? Rob Maurer. First baseman. Put that in your stack, buddy. You can have that card. Randy Bush. There we go. Randy Bush. David Wells. Look at David Wells with no mustache and no bloody sock. No, that was Schilling. Never mind. David Wells with no mustache. Schilling's the one with the bloody sock. My bad. Is that a rookie card? Probably not. Maybe no. I don't know when his rookie year was. Say no to Bush. Mark Eichhorn. Can't remember if he TTMs or not. Mark Portugal. There you go, Barry. There's Astros card for you. Jose Mesa. Ed Whitson. I think he might sign. There we go. Gary Sheffield. He was a good player. Did he hit 400 home runs? Someone look that up. See how many home runs that Gary Sheffield hit in his career. Barry, I bet could find that out real quick. There's another good one. David Justice. So David Wells TTMs, but only Blue Jays cards? Really? Are you just kidding with me? $88 Donruss. I don't know. He might have. Sheffield hit 500? Are you serious? I didn't think he hit that many. Why is he not in the Hall of Fame? Gary Sheffield hit 500 home runs. So you're telling me David Wells will sign this if I send it to him because it's a Blue Jays card. Let me find it. Where'd it go? Yeah, Doogie, it's my OnlyFans. Do you really want to go there? I know you do. Or are you saying, is this my outfield? Thank you, Vinny Philly. I appreciate that. Ah, later, Doogie, later. Okay. Ron Karkovice. That's a heck of a name right there. And he had a face only a mother could love. Bless his heart. He has a whole story behind it. Talking about David Wells. I'll have to do that. I mean, David Wells was a great pitcher. He threw a he threw a perfect game for the Yankees, didn't he? Oh, looky there. There's one of those Roger Clemens cards. What is all over that? Y'all see that? We gotta see if that's gonna come off. I don't know what that is. Let me work on this. Something all over that card. Career highlights, Roger Clemens. Another one that should be in the Hall of Fame, but obviously is not. So that's cool. Wonder how many's in this set. That's number 7. Play it again, Raj. So that's cool. Haven't gotten an All-Star card yet. There's Lee Arthur Smith, as Vinny would say. Big Lee Smith. He's in the Hall of Fame. Joe, that would be the coolest thing ever. I doubt that will happen, but you never know. Jerome Walton, there we go. Jerome Walton was, I think he was Rookie of the Year in 1990. I think he was. He had a 30-game hitting streak. Yeah. Unanimous choice for NL Rookie of the Year in 1989. He had a 30-game hitting streak as a rookie. I wonder if that's a record. He was a pretty good player. It's a 15-card set. That's awesome. That if we get all 15. You want to see the perfectly combed beard? That's my wife right there. Okay, I'll show it. Is it perfectly combed? There's Karen, Brandy. She's live on YouTube. Say hi, Karen. She doesn't want anything to do with you people. She just turned her head. Yeah, right. Star of the show. Doogie's a cat lover, right? Maybe Kirby and Karen need to meet. Why don't you bring Kirby down to Kentucky and we'll have a play date with our cats? What do you think? No? All right, Steve Chitrin, Kirby and Karen. Barry, you're I guarantee you keep saying that she's going to come in here because these are baseball cards and she can critique their facial hair. Greg Litton. Mike Flanagan, I think he TTMs. Les Lancaster. Is he trying to bunt? Did he bunt that ball straight up? What's going on, Les Lancaster? He's a TTMer. Dave Hollins. This photo makes no sense. My guess is that he tried to bun it and he popped it straight up. Because pitchers are terrible. They're not very good bunners. Most of them. Well, none of them are good bunners now because they don't hit. John Kruk. Where's John Kruk? Right. Dave Hollins. Randy Tomlin. Wade Taylor. Did you think that was John Kruk? I've got an autograph of John Kruk. He's bunting down the first base line. I don't know. I think the catcher's going to catch that one. Would be my guess. You're not supposed to bunt the ball in the air. You're supposed to hit the top half of the ball. Thomas Howard. There's one for Brandy. She would say that his beard is neatly trimmed, maybe, and it's appropriate. A lot of nice coverage. Jeff Reardon. He signs TTM. I think he charges $5 though. There's one of the Nasty Boys. Wasn't he one of the Nasty Boys with Rob Dibble? We talked about Rob Dibble last time. Norm Charlton. There's another Superstar Special. Super Siblings. There's old Roberto and Sandy Alomar Jr. It's funny. Justin did he repost one of his older videos? His name is Norm. Yeah, Norm Charlton. Like from Cheers. Norm from Cheers. I was not pointing at Reardon's junk. What is wrong with you people? I was pointing up here, not down here. Oh, what is that? What the hell is that? What is that? That doesn't look normal. I'm blushing right now. That card's going to go to A Surfer. I'm sorry. That's an error card right there because I don't know what that is. Ask Brandy. She would say she did. Well, I don't know. Exactly, Vince. What are you still doing up? Oh, yeah, you're out for summer break. Okay. That card, I didn't see that, Joe. That's I don't know what that is. That's never mind. This is live after dark. So, Roberto and Sandy Jr. Tom Goodwin. No, his last name isn't Holmes. Or what's the other guy's name? I can't think. Jeremy. His last name's not Jeremy either. Tom Goodwin. Were you watching when I Vince, when I pulled that Lee Arthur? It is your Brandy. You're gonna have to. I want Brandy's here. She's gonna evaluate that card, okay? Because that's just crazy. Oh! Ah! Karen almost fell.
Sorry, I about knocked my cat over. Hello, people. And okay. First of all, I don't know where that one. His hair is so stupid. What?
It's a mullet.
Is that?
He's got a mullet.
No, thank you. The mullet should have stayed in the 80s. That's embarrassing. And his name is Les, honey. And then this little dude.
Well, it's not Leslie anyway.
Why would you name your kid Norm? He looks fairly young. That's just mean. I mean, do you want him to get beat up? Plus, his britches need to come up to his knees. When you wear pants down like that, you look stupid. Okay. For the love of all that is good and holy. A, congratulations to him, his wife, and anybody he's met. B, well done to his parents. Um, what
It doesn't look natural though.
it's
Looks like he's got. Is that like a roll or two of quarters in there?
that's I I am so discombobulated, and my therapy brain is going in all different directions because I've been learning about a lot of. Um, he's got to be, honey. If he's wearing just one cup, then
Well, he
that's
needs to readjust. Then
he,
that's what I was thinking, but that doesn't even look like a cup.
or he's got it strapped to his knee, and he needs a couple of cups just to keep it all in because it still doesn't look all in. I mean, let's focus on this. A, dark hair, great menace, appropriate eyebrows. There's two. It's kind of like a bra or boobs. There should be two. They should be lifted and separated. It's the same with your eyebrows. So well done with that. Nice grimace. Nice, nice, nice. Like that's I'm impressed with, and the
Doogie
rest
said-
of it I'm very impressed with.
Doogie said you couldn't even see the front of his belt.
Oh, Jeff Reardon. Well, oh God, let's.
Barry
Oh,
likes the back of the card better. Okay, there you
oh,
go.
now okay. As someone who cuts her boys' hairs, don't put your hair over your ears like that. I mean, like trim above it. It needs to be a good straight edge around there. This all looks fairly decent, a little jagged right there. I wouldn't do that personally, but look, that is coverage. Who does not need that kind of coverage? I mean, hello and thank you. That, I'm embarrassed for you. The rest of it, again, well done to his wife. Oh,
I think we looked at that one.
yeah, well. I can't see his name.
Thomas Howard, I think.
I'm tapping on this like it's the TV. What's his first name?
Thomas. It's hard to see. It's up
Why
here.
is it? Oh, he's from the Padres.
Mm-hmm.
Why does he have that in his back pocket? Why doesn't he leave it in the dugout? Why are his pants so long? They need to come up. He needs
It
to
almost
wear.
looks like a batting glove, but he's not wearing any while he's batting.
Why does he have that? What is that?
It's just a wristband.
He looks very intense. Did he actually hit the ball?
Well, look on the back. He might.
Why do I have to look at the back?
Well, you
Oh,
get more of it.
no. Absolutely. What? What is that? What is that? Is that dirt?
It's a mustache.
That is embarrassing
Is that
to
on his
all
chin?
humanity. Son, I don't know who you think you are, but absolutely in the history of not, stop it.
We looked at him already.
He's pretty.
That's Tom.
Look at his eyes. He's got pretty eyes. He's got a little shadow thing. His teeth are very straight. I like him. Good work. Good job, Tom. Oh, you're pretty. Look at his eyes. Look at the distance
Okay,
between his
moving on.
eyebrows. Sorry. He's pretty.
Terry Leach.
Oh. He looks like a porn star. That's a porn mustache right there. Bart used to have a porn mustache. He never did porn, though. Can I say that on here?
You can say whatever you want, I suppose.
Is he a pitcher? What does he do for a living?
He's a
Terry Leach.
Yeah, he's a pitcher. He's like a submarine pitcher.
I don't know what that means.
He TTMs.
I don't know what that. Oh. Oh.
Ray Langford.
He is going with gusto. He's like, I see that pie and I'm going to get to it first. What is that?
It's just.
Why?
It's just.
That's stupid.
Wristbands and
No.
batting gloves.
That's stupid. It looks like a superhero thing.
Mhm.
Ray Langford. He plays in the outfield. I never liked to play in the outfield. I always picked flowers. Oh. The hills are alive with the sound of music.
If he'd keep his mouth shut, he'd probably look smarter.
Well, he's thinking really hard, or he's praying to Jesus. One.
Mm-hmm.
Am I done?
Let's see.
Oh God, his hair.
There's more packs over there, but
Well, y'all are being tacky. Don't be rude to
being
these boys.
tacky. We're making observations.
Well, why are you making observations about another man's penis?
It's like Spider-Man at Universal Studios.
You need to let that go. Are you done with all these? Oh, he's so pretty.
We've already looked at all those.
I know. I was putting them back in a stack for you. Do you want me to alphabetize them?
No, not today.
Why is he? Roger Clemens. He's somebody we should know. He's from the Boston somebody's.
Red Sox.
Red Sox.
He did steroids.
He did steroids. Don't do steroids, guys. Drugs are bad.
That's why he's not in the Hall of Fame.
That's why he's not in the Hall of Fame. Pete Rose isn't in the Hall of Fame because he's a gambler. Plus, he has a bad haircut.
But he's dead.
Pete Rose is dead?
Yeah.
Like DED
He
dead?
died a few months ago.
Oh, well, that's sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll get put in the Hall now after he's dead.
All right. Well, I'm done now. I have nothing else to do.
There's Pax over there.
What is this?
Ticker.
Why are we ticking?
It's supposed to be for.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is oddly satisfying.
There's a website you can put your cards on, and it counts them. Your progress. That's what it's for. Ryan Sandberg. He put Justin gave that to me.
I like that. That is. Oh, that's like a good. Can I have this? Oh,
Maybe I'll get you one for yourself. That's a special one.
why can't I have this special?
Because it has Ryan Sandberg on it.
I don't know who that is.
He's the one
him?
I'm putting on the database.
I don't know what that means.
The cards I have them, I'm putting them on the database, trading card database.
There's a trading card database?
Yeah, you log all your cards.
Oh my gosh. This is I need one of these. I need one of these. So whoever did this, find me one. Because this
He was on here. Is Justin still on the live? It's 3 good nerds. Oh.
I don't know what's wrong with it. I'm not touching anything. Oh, I don't know what I did there.
It's fine.
All right. Bye, peoples. That was fun. Why do you have black gloves? What are you doing in here?
I didn't use them on my home visit. I didn't drug test anybody. They're in my pocket.
Okay.
Because I didn't find him.
Okay. Is Karen still up there?
Yes, she is.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Ow. Aye. Oh. All right. Let's get into another pack here. See who we can find. Rob Deere.
Horrible name.
He's a power hitter. He was good. He's good for 20-something home runs. He had 33 home runs in 1986. He's a good player. Todd Hundley, which I believe is the son of Randy Hundley, I believe, who played for the Cubs. There you go. Sweet Lou Whitaker, who is not in the Hall of Fame, but probably should be. Mackie Sasser. What a name, Mackie Sasser. Looky there, Deion Sanders, prime time. I imagine he was, obviously he was still playing both sports in 92, obviously. I don't know how many years he did that. I think, what year was it? It would have been in 2000. This is 92. So in 2000, I had a job for a very short time in the HVAC business, doing like air balancing. And the company I was working for was doing a job at the stadium, the Louisville Bats, the River Bats, the AAA team in Louisville, Kentucky. They had just built a stadium, and they were playing their first season in the year 2000. And so we went to a game, one of the first games they ever played in that stadium. And back then, the Bats, and they still might be, were the AAA team for Cincinnati. I think they still might be. and Dion was playing that game. Um, and he didn't do well. I think he was over, and he got thrown out at second base. So I did get to see. I think that might have been one of his last games he ever played professionally in baseball. So, fun fact there. Billy Ripken, not the F face card, obviously, because this is not the same set, but still Billy Ripken. Very cool. Mark Whitten. There's old Matty Williams. He's a good player. Bill Pacoda. Wild thing, Mitch Williams. There we go. This is after he played for the Cubs, isn't it? Yep. He played for the Cubs in 90, 89, and 90. So there you go. Ted Wood. Wow. I think I might send that card to BK. That might be a low maturity level card for him. We'll save that one. Ted Wood. Where he can do his Beavis and Butthead uh, segment. Tom Henke. He was a good pitcher. Old Bob Welch. Tim Cruz. B.J. Surhoff. Andy Van Slyke, and Brian Downing. So not getting like we were the first last live stream we were doing. Can y'all still hear me? Am I still live? Because I haven't seen any comments in a minute. It says I'm live. Anybody out there? Just want to make sure because I haven't seen anything in the chat for like a minute or several minutes. Can someone just let me know in the chat if I'm still transmitting here? Anyone? It says there's 7 people in here. Or am I just talking to myself? There's a Hall of Famer. Roberto Alomar. Graham's graduation tonight. That's awesome, Vince. Can anybody hear me? Anyone? I don't know if the chat's busted or what. Hang on a second. Karen just left. Says I'm still live, but I'm not sure. Mike Felder. Charlie Hayes, I believe that's the father of Ke'Bryan Hayes. Barry, if you're still listening, can you let me know if I'm still transmitting live on YouTube? Or did I get booted? Jeff Montgomery. Can you see it? Check your phone and see if I'm live. Because I don't know what's going on. Lenny Webster. Oops. We'll pause here for a minute.
If you like, you say you
Why can't I see the chat? Well, that's crazy. That's not really. Hang on a second. Can you see it?
Yeah.
People are saying stuff?
Mhm.
Well, that's no good. There's no point to being live if I can't see what people are saying. I don't know what's wrong with my phone. I don't think I hit anything. This is ridiculous. Hang on, let me do something. I got too much crap around here. Sorry about this, guys. I just didn't. Let me turn this old computer on and then I'll hopefully be able to see the chat. It's ridiculous. Technical difficulties, that's for sure. Y'all probably sitting there like, what an idiot. What an idiot. Definitely amateur hour. I guess talk amongst yourselves. I don't know what's going on here. Oh. Turn this volume down. Crap. I'm gonna have to plug this thing up. Oh me. Let me just unplug that. Hang with me, guys. I just saw if y'all can on Saturday, check out Adam's Card Closet. He's gonna have a card sale. All right, let's turn that off. Live. Okay. Good grief. Sorry about that, guys. I wasn't just on my phone here. Obviously, if you've ever went live, you can only see, 4 or 5, and it just stopped after one of Doogie's comments about Jeff Reardon and his belt. So let me go back. Golly, I missed a lot. It's the C3PO Air card of baseball. I'm not sure which one you're talking about. That was Robert. Cubs will not lose tonight. Teacher, my prediction for the day. Good job, Barry. You're right. The Cubs aren't going to lose today or tonight. Yeah, got to be wearing a cup probably. Okay. What are you talking about Mookie Betts there, Doogie, if you're still on here? I see where y'all were responding to my questions, but I couldn't see anything on my phone. Only 2 people in there. There's Hammy. Hammy, you still here? Sorry, buddy. I don't think Brandy can help me. Sorry. All right, I'll just go to the bottom. All right, I don't know how many people are in here, but there's 9. There's 9. I'll keep going. Sorry, dudes. All right. Lenny Webster, Jim Acker, Walt 3 Blind Weiss. It's a good Berman name right there. Hammy, you doing good? I watched your where you gave your speech the other day. That was awesome, brother. That was awesome. You are an inspiration to others. many others. Mike Morgan, Mark Lee. There's Bobby Bonilla. Do you remember that one, Barry? Three Blind Mice. What is this? Oh, that's cool. It's kind of like, is that, what did you all call that? The Provision or something? Why does this look like that? Oh, okay. Adam, what's up, buddy? I just was telling everybody to check you out on Saturday for your card sale. Provision. These are awesome. You have any of these cards, Adam? These Provision cards, 92 Fleer? We pulled the Nolan Ryan the other day. I probably have it somewhere over here. That's awesome. I like that. Bobby Thigpen. He was a heck of a closer. I think, didn't he have the record for saves in a season? Right here. Was in 1990. He had 57 saves. I don't know if that's still a record or not, but back then it was the record for saves in a season. He had a 1.83 ERA. That's back when the White Sox could. I mean, obviously they won at least 57 games that year because he saved 57 of them. So that's more than they won last year. They need Bobby Thigpen back. What do you say, guys? Joe, you got the Bo Jackson Multisport Provision. Is that in this set, or is that a different set? Well, that would be awesome if we found the Frank Thomas one. Yeah, Adam, that's what I get these cards for. For TTM fuel. I can't remember, Adam. I don't know if you were in the live. I went live on Memorial Day. It was in the afternoon, but we ripped some of these. We ripped some absolute bangers in like 4 packs. But there's Harold Reynolds. He doesn't TTM. Gary Pettis. Kent Herbeck signs. I've gotten him back before. I think he's $5. He's a good player. Frankie Rodriguez got 62. Okay, I didn't think that was still a record. Is 62 the record, Barry? So Pops, Dion played 8 or 9 in both sports. I knew it was a lot. Jimbo, you have the Glavin Multisport Provision. Would that be Jimbo? Would that be baseball and hockey? I assume because I have a card of Glavin in a hockey uniform. What is up? Pointing at Pettis's penis? What? Or pet? What? Oh my gosh. What is up with these cards, man? That he's definitely not wearing a cup. Golly. Oh my gosh. It's definitely late night. This is crazy. Scott Terry, ETTMs, and Mike Bordick. So that's funny. Dang it. Looks like a carrot. What is that commercial talking about the bent carrot, the Peyronie's disease or something? Oh my gosh. This live has taken a disturbed turn. Oh my goodness. So funny. There's Chris Gwynn, Tony Gwynn's brother. Does anybody know if he signs? That'd be a cool one to get. Yes, we got the checklist. That's awesome. Gotta have the checklist. It's a 1 of 1. Chris Beasley. I don't know her. Adam, what are you saying nope to? Tom Flash Gordon. There we go. Kevin Reimer or Reamer. Steve Olin. Oh, you're saying that he doesn't. Chris Quinn doesn't sign. Okay. Send it to CW. Oh, the checklist. Yeah. CW does love checklists. And CW loves mascot cards. That's his favorite. Roberto Reyes. There's a league leader card. Dennis Martinez. He's a good signer. That'd be a cool one to get signed. I think he charges $5 though. Oh, Denny Martinez. Scott Brocious. He actually had a decent career in the majors. Thanks, Adam. You're working right now? You must be work. You must work a second shift job or something, Adam. You're, because I know a lot of times when you go live, it's later in the evening or at night. Scott Brocious. I'll try not to point at anybody else's junk. Greg Olson. I think he signs. Scott Bradley. Yeah, Pops. Not intentionally, though. I can't help what the cards look like. That one's weird, too. I can't help it now. It's like a train wreck. Bill Gullickson, what is going on there? Oh my gosh. Quit making me type extra. Sorry, Adam. Anybody know what that is right there? He might have a problem. I'm not sure. There's Doc. Dr. K right there. Dwight Gooden. I used to love Dwight Gooden. He was awesome. If it wasn't for the cocaine and the alcohol, he would have been the Hall of Famer. Terry McDaniel. Cheeto Martinez. I wonder if that's his favorite brand of chip, the Cheeto. I know, Joe. We can't. Double nuts. This is crazy. So funny. There's John Olrude. He's a good signer. I need to send to him. He was a real good player. And Jeff Brantley. All right. Tammy still in here? We can do some football cards too if you want. I'm just here to have fun. You know, doing videos on YouTube, it's not too it's pretty easy. It's a little more work than just going live because you just hit a button and you start talking. So kind of like that. Less effort. Chris Haney. And then I get to interact with you guys, so that's fun. His nickname is Chester Cheeto. That would have. See, I don't imagine he was on too many highlights on Sports Center, so I don't guess Berman ever gave him that nickname, but that would have been his nickname. Maybe. But was Chester Cheeto even a thing back in the 90s? I'm not sure. Chris Haney. Mike Bell. Dave. His nickname could be Dave Death Valley. I think he was a catcher, wasn't he? Yep, catcher. Steve Sachs. He's a TTMer. I think when he signs, he sends back some type of card or pamphlet about his. I think he has a podcast or something. I believe. So Barry, you're telling me this guy passed away last month? Is that what you're saying? Cheeto did? How do you know that? Let's see. He was born in 19. What does that say? 1965. I can't read that. He was from Belize. Home, Metairie, Louisiana. Okay. Well, sorry to hear that. Yeah, I knew because I got Steve Sachs back once, and he sent me his little advertisement for his podcast. Ricky Bones. Oh, what we got here? Another Roger Clemens card. There we go. Career highlights. Let's see which number this one is. Number 8. Business as usual. So now we have 2. I don't know where that other one went. Let me find it. Haven't gotten an all-star card yet, though. So I got 2. And did someone say there's 15 in this set? I love these, though. Does anybody know how many? I guess this is in the regular set. But how many of these are in the 92 set? Anybody know? The ICE agents caught him. Oh my gosh. First major leaguer from Belize. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've ever, that might have been his only card. I've never even heard of that guy. But sorry to hear that he passed away, though. Mike Perez. There's Heathcliff Slocum. That's a heck of a name right there. I remember him. Ron Darling. He was a member of the world champion 86 Mets, I do believe. I think he was, pretty sure. Trevor Wilson, got the high leg kick there. So there's only 6, Barry? 708 to 713. So this would be the first card of that series. So there's 5. We got the Nolan Ryan. Who are the other 4 subjects? If there's 6 cards, we got 2 of them. Who's the other 4? You said is the Frank Thomas one of them? Leo Gomez. Dwight Smith. Now, Dwight Smith did pass away, sadly, several years ago. I don't know if he had cancer or what, but he was a rookie the same year that Jerome Walton was, and he was pretty good. He actually was a very good singer, and at least one time he sang the national anthem at Wrigley Field before a game. But yeah, Dwight Smith did pass away. I did, however, and I'm not going to, because I've got a tower of baseballs here, but this baseball right there, I've showed this in a video before. This is the one that when I went to the Cubs convention in 2020, he was there, and I got him to sign it. It's on there somewhere. I got like 12 signatures on that ball. But it wasn't too long after that he passed away. So it's been since 2020. Wally Ritchie. Bob Kipper, he's a good signer. So Frank Thomas and Ken Griffey Jr., so that's 2 more. Wonder who the other 2 are. MLB bringing back Trevor Bauer. You think that's going to happen? I haven't heard anything about that. I think everybody's too scared to give him a chance. Even though he said he'd almost play for free. Just to prove he could still pitch in the majors. He's probably a liability, though. Alvaro Espinosa. Andy Bennis, he was a good pitcher. And Phil Plantier. All right. Let's do some football. How about that? Let's switch it up. Oh, let me get this here. Pro set. Okay, so we got Robin Yount, Frank Thomas, Griffey Jr., Nolan Ryan, Cal Ripken Jr., and David Justice. Is that the 6, Barry? I agree with you, Jimbo. I mean, whatever he did or was accused of doing. I don't think he was convicted, whatever the assault or whatever it was. Uh, you know, or domestic assault, whatever it was. I don't know, but he wasn't convicted. I know MLB has, they do their investigation and they make decisions on, eligibility and if they can, be on the ineligible list or whatever they call it. But I just don't think any owner is willing to take a chance that he won't do something stupid. But I don't know. I think he probably. I know he could pitch. There's plenty of pitchers out there. He's probably better than. Really. So he was exonerated, and the girl was charged for falsely reporting the incident. Yeah, that's a crime too. Obviously. Yep, that's bad. That's almost like defamation, really. That cost him a lot of money. I don't know if he's innocent or not. I mean, whatever happened, or if he did it to anybody else. I don't even know the whole situation, but if that's the case and it was all false just for someone trying to get money out of him, that's bad. I mean, that's real bad. Jay Hilgenberg, there we go. I think he was on the '85 Bears. Gerald Riggs, he was a good running back. He's suing her. Wonder suing her for what? Does she have money? John Robinson, go coach there for the Rams. I remember him. John Taylor, he was a good one. Kick return too. See, he had 1,000 yards in, was that 1989? Of course, he played with Jerry Rice, so it'd be, sharing passes with him. Stephon Page, Steve Brown, Mark Murphy. I think is he still the GM or something for the Packers, or used to be GM? Bears principal. See, my chat's still going on my computer, but that's frozen. Just having all kinds of difficulties here. Ricky Dixon. Oh, Ricky. Anthony Miller, Pro Bowl for the Chargers. Leonard Smith. Jack Lambert, 1990 Hall of Fame selection. Clarence Verdon. Verdon? Never heard of him. There's a Saint for you, Barry. Sam Mills. There's another Jerry card. There, I've got two now. I can send two of them to Jerry Glanville to sign. There we go. So definitely put that one aside. What's that? Super Bowl. Terrible with that Super Bowl 14, maybe. Steelers 31, Rams 19. That was 1980. Huh. Okay. Don't remember that one. I was only like 7 years old, so I don't really remember that. All right. You like Sam Mills, Barry? Barry is a wealth of information. There's a Bronco, Vance Johnson. A Bronco fan, too. There you go. Joe Gibbs, legendary coach there. And he's a legendary NASCAR guy, too. He's a NASCAR owner, I believe. Big into NASCAR. Is he still into NASCAR? Or is he even, is he still, I assume he's still alive. I don't know. I just know he was big into NASCAR, too. Joe Gibbs. Great coach. Verdan, is that how you say it, Joe? Sorry about that. All right, Pops. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Sleep well. Have a good day tomorrow. Glad your surgery went well. Gibbs was Tony Stewart's owner. Okay, cool. Joe Gibbs Racing, a champion. Yep, you're right. I'm not a NASCAR guy either, so I stick with baseball and a little football. I don't keep up with too much basketball anymore. Mainly baseball. Brian Blades, Jerry Burns for the Vikings, Andre Waters, Art Shell. I'm pretty sure he's passed away. That's Howie Long right there. Art Shell. Now, he was a heck of a football player, too. Well, I guess he's in the Hall of Fame, too. So, there you go. Did he go in as a player or as a coach? I guess it was a. Does it say here? Spent entire 15-year playing career with the Raiders and spent 6 seasons as assistant coach, first black head coach in modern NFL history. So that's pretty awesome. Art Shell, very nice. Pat Swilling, we've seen that one before, Barry. Barry's going to get that card since I have 2 of them. Carl Zander. Mike Johnson. Now it says John, but I'm pretty sure he goes by Jumbo. Jimbo, can you clarify? Because you go by Jumbo too. That's Jumbo Elliott, right? Is that where you get your Jumbo from? Is Jumbo Elliott? Yeah. It said Hall of Fame. Did it say Hall of Fame? Where does it say that? Yeah. I didn't read above that. Pro Football Hall of Fame offensive tackle. You're right, Joe. Good catch there. Nope. I'm just teasing you. Still remember Madden saying that about Jumbo? I got you. I got you, Jumbo. I'm quite jumbo myself. Not as jumbo as I used to be, I'll say that. But still fairly large. Ted Hendricks, another Hall of Famer there. It's weird. Was he a defensive end wearing the number 83? No, he was a linebacker. But he wore a wide receiver's number. That's crazy. Ted Hendricks. Ron Meyer. I think we were talking about Jim Mora, who coached. He coached the Colts, didn't he? At some point, and that's in that when he did the playoffs. The interview he gave about that. I haven't seen that card yet. I'm pretty sure it's in this set. Leonard Marshall, Tim McDonald, and Super Bowl 15. So that would have been 1981. This would have been the Jim Plunkett Raiders, I believe. I believe he was the quarterback for the Raiders then. Beat the Eagles 27-10. Pretty cool. They were a wild card team. First wild card team to win a Super Bowl. Nice. Of course, the Raiders, they originated in Oakland. They went to Los Angeles. Then they went back to Oakland. Now they're in Las Vegas. So they've done some traveling. So, no football team in Oakland, no baseball team in Oakland. Is there any sports team in Oakland now? Golden State, they're basically around San Francisco, aren't they? Somewhere around there. Ron Meyer sucked. You had to do physical therapy, Jimbo? I've had to do that before. It's not fun. That's for sure. Michael Kofer, Willie Galt. We've seen that when we determined he was a Olympian. James Brooks. Harris Barton. There we go. There's a Bronco for you there, Barry. Bobby Humphrey. Dennis Steinkühler. Steinkühler? Is that how you say that? Never heard of him. Kyle Clifton. John Settle. I'm getting too many good names here. David Little. He doesn't look very little, does he? Another Bronco, Ron Holmes. They have a soccer team. I don't. That's another sport I don't do is soccer. Raiders truly do live up to their name, looting from city to city. Yeah, that's about right. Golden State left open for San Francisco. Yep. Yeah. Obviously, Oakland's probably a little rougher than San Francisco. Doesn't have that great of a reputation for being a nice city. Ron Holmes, not to be confused with John Holmes. There it is. Boom. Playoffs? There it is. I've got this card signed, TTM. So now I have another one. I can send another one to Jim Moore. Yeah, Jimbo, I don't do soccer. I can't watch it. But some people would say that golf is boring, and I can watch golf. But I can play golf. So typically, if it's something that you have played, and in your youth or even in your adulthood, you can stand to watch it. Jim Mora. I might do that. That's awesome. We'll put that up there. Christian Okoye. I think he has signed before a few times. I almost sent to him, but I decided not to. That would be cool. What they call him, the Nigerian Nightmare. That dude was big, and it doesn't have his height and weight on there. But man, can you imagine trying to tackle that guy? That dude was huge. He definitely was jumbo for a running back. That's for sure. You watch slap fighting? That's funny. More rookie, yep. Probably is. Venice Glenn. Tim Rosenbach, we've seen that one before. And there's the first one. It'd be the Green Bay Packers, wouldn't it? Packers beat the Chiefs. First Super Bowl, January 15th, 1967. There we go. I just wonder if I'll get most of these cards. That would be cool to have the complete set, because that's number one in the set, obviously. That'd be a cool set to collect. Like I said, I may go back to the shop and get another box of these. I mean, he had 25 on it. He sold it to me for 20. And there's still some left, so people aren't really buying them. Barry, let me know if you want a box of the Fleer. I can pick one up for you. I'll send a box of 92 Fleer down to you. Just let me know, man. For $20, I mean, that's a good deal. That's good TTM fuel. Oh man. John Roper. Never heard of him. Brian Sosha. I want to say he signs, but I'm not sure. We got a couple of those. Fred Strickland. Watching 400-pound guys getting KO'd from a vicious slap is cool. Cool. It's like Beavis and Butthead cool, isn't it? Eric Williams. Ricky Sanders, not to be confused with Barry Sanders. Probably no relation. Alonzo Highsmith. I want to say he was he a real good college player? Let's see. He didn't do much as a professional. 500 yards. Where did he play school? He played at Miami. Third overall selection in '87 draft. So he was the third overall player in 1987. I'd say that was probably a bust. Doesn't look like he met up to expectations. Ron Hallstrom. Eric Thomas. Jimbo, you do mainly hockey, MMA, baseball, college football, and left-handed blind axe throwing. That's pretty awesome. You got cards of that? I'd like to see those. Keith Byers, didn't he play at Ohio State? Yep. Remember that. He was pretty good. Dave Craig. Shout out to Cash and Dad on the Seahawks QB there. I can't remember. I don't think he signs, but I know Jim Zorn does because I got Jim Zorn back not long ago. It'd be awesome if he did though. He was a good quarterback. There he is, Joey Montana. Joe Montana and myself are fixing to have a birthday in about 2 weeks. Me and Joe have the same birthday. Fun fact. So I'll be calling him on his birthday. Dwayne Bickett. Warren Moon wasn't handing the ball off much like Marino's running back. Yeah. Marino, they never had a Marino. I don't know how many years he played in Miami, but I know for a fact, any year that Dan Marino was the quarterback of the Dolphins, they never ever had 1,000-yard rusher. That's a lot of years. But if you throw for 4,000 to 5,000 yards every year, who needs a running back? Or at least 1,000-yard running back. Is this guy signed right here? Brad Edelman. Bruce Smith. There's a Hall of Famer there. And Super Bowl 22. Redskins over the Broncos. Oh, Barry, your Broncos got beat. I guess that would have been Elway's Bronco team. Elway. Yeah. John Elway. Who was the quarterback of the Redskins? Was it Doug Williams or was it Jay Schrader? I'm not sure who the quarterback for the Redskins that year was. I know Doug Williams won a Super Bowl, but I can't remember if it was this one. Because didn't the Redskins beat the Dolphins in like 85? I don't remember. Warren Sapp is with. Hang on. Yeah, Barry. 2 weeks. 2 weeks is my birthday. That's funny, Barry. That's awesome. That is funny. You guys crack me up. It was 2 weeks yesterday because the 11th is on a Wednesday. So, like, next Wednesday is the 4th. The following Wednesday is the 11th. So, 13 days officially, if you count today. Richard Johnson. Don't call me Dick Johnson. Steve Berline. Didn't he play for the Redskins? No. I know he played for some other teams. Albert Lewis. There's Bernie Kosar. He definitely was not a scrambling quarterback. He's like a Dan Marino. He couldn't run. There's John Elway again. Kosar. I don't know, he didn't look like he ever threw for 4,000 at least the first 5 years of his career, but 13,000 in 5 years is pretty good. Bernie Kosar. John Elway, there it is. Barry, I'll send that one to you, buddy. Do you have that card, Barry? Warren Sapp is with Dion at call. I didn't know that, Jimbo. Okay, hang on. I missed your comment there, Barry. I actually need to send to Bobby Bear. Where's that card at? Edelman. Yeah, you can barely see him. There he is. What does he call himself? The not Raging K. He when he signed my card, he did the note card, and I can't remember what his nickname was. Something Cajun. What's his nickname, Barry? Yeah, Joe, I knew that he was the first black quarterback to win a Super Bowl, but I can't remember what year that was. Yeah, like a 2 year old saying I'm 2 years old. Yeah, I'll send that. I can send that one to A Bear. But Barry, do you have this card? Jimbo, no, I don't go to the Derby. Um, I have been to Churchill Downs. I was talking earlier about that company I worked for back in 2000 when I went to the River Bats game when they first the AAA team in Louisville, and when I worked for that company, they did a job at Churchill Downs at the Kentucky Derby Museum. So I got to go there, and so we were working mainly in the museum part of the venue, but we did go down and look at the track. But that I think it was right before the Derby. Maybe it was the week of. I can't remember, but it was pretty cool. You're not sure if you have it? Well, I've got a stack of cards for you, so I'll just add it to your stack. If you have it, you'll have two or more. Bubba McDowell, because he doesn't sign TTM. I wish he did. Bubba McDowell. Al Cartoon. There we go. I always hated the Jets because they pretty much beat up on my Dolphins all the time. Tom Newberry. What's up, Fabian? Glad you could stop by. You doing okay? Yeah, Bobby Hebert's a good signer. And if you send a note card, he'll sign that too. You can yeah, I think you can translate French. I imagine you're pretty good at that. That's funny. Max Montoya. I think he might sign too. But apparently he signed with the Los Angeles Raiders. Okay. Boomer. He signs TTM. I've gotten him back before. I think he charges $5, so that's not. I like that. That's a real close up right there. Sterling Sharp. I want to say he TTMs as well, and now he's going to the Hall of Fame this year, right? Has he been inducted? He hasn't been inducted yet, I don't think, but he's been elected, I believe, right? His brother is already in the Hall of Fame, right? Shannon Sharp. That's a cool card. Shout out to Vince and Hemi on the Sterling Sharp. That's awesome. Merrill Hodge, yes. I've got a 1990 scorecard of him. Then we'll send this one and that one, this one and the scorecard to Merrill Hodge to sign. Eric Howard, Ron Wolfley, and Super Bowl 4. The 4? Yeah. Chiefs and the Vikings. Vikings, I want to say of course, they haven't been in the Super Bowl since what, the 70s? The Vikings are a team that has lost 4 Super Bowls. They just weren't back to back to back to back like the Bills. But yeah, look it up. Vikings, I think, went to the Super Bowl 4 times. I think they lost 4 times. I know they lost every time they went. So that's a fun fact. Yes, he does. Merrill Hodge. I've gotten him back before. He's a good one. Richard Dent. There's a Hall of Famer right there. He was a heck of a player. Chris Dolman. I'm pretty sure he's probably a Hall of Famer too. Some good defensive players in this pack. And another one. Look at this. 3 defensive ends in a row. Dolman, Dent, and Howie Long. That's crazy. Pretty sure, I know these 2 guys are. I'm pretty sure Chris Dolman's probably in the Hall of Fame. Because he was real good. He had, let's see, in 1989, he had 21 sacks. That's a lot. I mean, that's more than one a game, obviously. They're playing, back then they were playing 16-game seasons. That's good. 21 sacks in a season is real good. And looky there. Chris Dolman, Hall of Fame or not Hall of Fame? Right, Joe. It's not a fun fact if you. Maybe I'll just say it's just a fact because I don't want to offend any Vikings fans. Julie Farnham is a big Vikings fan, I believe. So it probably wouldn't be a fun fact for her for sure. But I do know they did lose 4. But look at that. That's an awesome pack right there. If you got this back in 1990, you'd be pretty happy, I would think. Even though, all these are defensive players, they're real good. And then you get a Jerry Rice. Really? That's awesome. Pretty sure I had his rookie card at one time. It would have been in 86 tops. And when I went back, when I started collecting back in 2020, I got all my old cards out to look through them. I never could find it. I had some cards stolen from me in middle school in the around 86, 87, right around the time I would have had that card. And they were in plastic sheets, and I wonder if that card was in there, but maybe not. And maybe I just dreamed that I had it, but I don't have his rookie card. Chris Dolman is a Hall of Famer. So that's pretty awesome. The first 4 cards in that pack are all Hall of Famers. Very cool. Who's the 5th one? Oh, Art Monk. 5 Hall of Famers in a row. Really? Chris Dolman, Richard Dent, Howie Long, Jerry Rice, Art Monk. One of the greatest tight ends or wide receivers to play the game. Awesome. Can we make it 6 in a row? Can we? Nope. Dang it. John L. Williams. I don't think you made the Hall of Fame, buddy. I was talking about that one card I was going to send to. This is terrible, but I have to shout out to BK at Mac Wax Stacks. He's going to get this card too. I'm sorry. That's just funny. Brent Fullwood. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I don't think I'd want to have that last name, but But he played at Auburn, huh? Yep, sure did. Brent Fullwood. Wow. Yep. I might have to send those to the BK. John Alt, I'm pretty sure he TTMs. Keith Willis. I think he was a good player. Kent Hull for the Bills, Pro Bowl guy. Dalton Hilliard, there you go. New Orleans Saints. Shout out to Barry Barry. Fred Young. Billy Joe Tolliver. I remember him. Eddie Brown. And then this is the design of 1989 debut, or not pro debut, pro set. Super Bowl, what, 24? Which was in, well, it was for the 89 season, but it was played in January of 90. So that's why it's on that style of card. Be nice to find a box of 89 pro set. Boy, that wasn't much of a game, was it? 55-10. Golly. 49ers were just so dominant back in the 80s and in early 90s. That is crazy. 55-10. Jeez. And that would have been John Elway again. Man, that's crazy. All right, we'll do one more pack. Eddie Brown TTMs. Okay. I don't think I've ever sent to him. Where's that card at? Let me pull it out. I'll have to go back through here. I know probably some of these other ones may as well. Some of the lesser known ones. Most of the time I just plug them in. I just search their name in the database and see if they sign. That's how I find out. Unless I see it on someone else's video. All right. Oops. We got a Bronco there. There we go. Ricky Natil. I remember him. Do you remember old Ricky Natil there, Barry? Sports cards. What's going on, man? Glad you could drop in. Hope you're doing good. We're just looking at some old junk wax football here. 1990 Pro Set. Bringing back memories. Because I'm old. Daryl Grant. Greg Bell. There's Herschel. So when of course, he went to the USFL, right? He didn't go because he played at Georgia, I believe. So he went with the USFL. And then when he went to the NFL, who did he play with? Dallas, that's right. So he was a Cowboy for 3 years. He rushed for 1,500 yards in 1988. Of course, he was a Heisman Trophy winner. Two-time Pro Bowl selection acquired from the Cowboys in exchange for 5 players and multiple draft choices after 5 weeks of 1989 season. I can't remember which USFL team he played for. I'm trying to remember. Of course, Jim Kelly was one of those guys that went to the USFL. Bobby Humphrey. Traded for the pick that became Emmett. Okay. So basically, you're saying that one of the picks that Minnesota gave up was for the one that Dallas picked Emmitt Smith with. That's pretty awesome. What'd you say, Barry? Jackson what? Generax. What does that mean? Not sure what you mean there, Barry. Yeah, that'd be right, Joe, because they won 3 Super Bowls in the 90s. Oh, you said Jackson Generals. Right. New Jersey Generals. The Jackson Generals, isn't that a minor league team? Baseball? Did you get that confused? Drew Hill. He's a good receiver. Played for the Rams. He had several 1,000-yard seasons there. Frank Warren. There's another Saint there for you, Barry. Did Emmett play at Miami? I can't remember where Emmett Smith played college. Let me do this, Fabian, while you're on here. I'll do this on my laptop if I can get my mouse to work. And then, Aaron, I'll get you a mod too. There you go, Aaron. I got you. Fabian, I'll add you as a moderator too. There you go. You got your blue wrenches, buddies. Anybody else in here that don't have one for? I know all you guys. So Frank Warren played at Auburn. Yeah, the Jackson Generals. That's trying to think. That's not. Is that Jackson, Mississippi, or is it Jackson, Tennessee? Because I remember I don't live too far from Jackson, Tennessee. Probably about hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. We went to see some minor league games down there. Fun fact, Jackson, Tennessee is where Pringles are made. Did anybody know that? The only place where Pringles are made is they have a factory in Jackson, Tennessee. That factory actually got hit by a tornado many years ago. The reason I know that is because when we would go down to Jackson, Jackson used to be the double A affiliate of the Cubs. They were the what was their nickname? It wasn't Generals, it was something else. But we would go down there because we were Cubs fans. They were double A for the Cubs. And it was a nice park because it was a new park and it was called Pringles Park. So that's when I learned that Pringles were made in Jackson, Tennessee. So now you have some useless knowledge. So anytime you see someone eating Pringles, you can tell them you know where they were manufactured or made. Tim McGee. Astros have a minor league team in Jackson, Mississippi. Okay. Joe. Joe, you're an Indianapolis Colts fan, right? I'm pretty sure. I know you're a Cubs fan, but Colts fan, right? I don't know if anybody died in that tornado, to be honest with you. Maybe. That's been a long time ago, though. Maybe I should stop saying fun fact. They dude on the can has the best mustache. You're right. Tim McGee, Ray Donaldson, Stanley Morgan, Jack Lambert. I think we've seen that card before. Kelvin Martin. There's a cowboy for you there, Joe. All the Braves minor league teams are now in Georgia with them. You're telling me all the minor league teams are in Georgia for the Braves? I'm trying to think who the AAA team for the Braves are. Why am I making you nervous? Where's the Jimbo? Where is the AAA team at? Which town? Which city? I can't remember. Gwinnett. Yeah. Okay. I I'll have to find that Super Bowl card. You're right. That's a good idea, Barry. I mean, he did win. Obviously, he won 3 Super Bowls. He put it on my thing here. 3-time Super Bowl champ. That's a good idea. I will send to him again. Because we are friends. In fact, we'll finish this pack and I'll do something real quick if y'all are interested. Hawaii used to have a AAA team in the 80s. Which was it? Was it on Oahu, Aaron? Was it in Honolulu or was it one of the other islands? It had to have been Oahu, right? Because I mean, I don't think any of the other islands have the population to support a minor league team, do they? Cool. Really? I didn't know that. Gwynn and Bonds. That's crazy. Was it in Honolulu though? Because the Colts suck even more than the Cowboys? Well, my Dolphins aren't much better. Look at that little maggot run. That's what Berman used to say about Dave Meggett. Roy Green, he was a good receiver. He had a few 1,000-yard seasons. And then this Super Bowl card is 18, Super Bowl 18. Dang. The Raiders won a lot of Super Bowls. Well, they won like 3. They were good. All right. Give me just a minute. I'm going to go find something. Speaking of Roger Craig, I got to show this. Hang on just a second. Talk amongst yourselves. See if I can find this. Oh, where is it? All right, let's see if it's in here. It's a TTM. I just got to find it. Y'all want to see some TTMs or some of my returns? Bring back Joe Gibbs. Maggot. There's some good ones in here. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, let me see if I can get this on camera. It's in a big it's a binder. And I did this in a video, but it's been probably well over, might have been 2 years ago. Let me try to get this cleared out. Dan Snyder's gone. Have no hope for Redskins. Definitely going to see if he'll put playoffs on there. He probably won't, but I can try. All I can say is no. Okay. All right. So this is the card I'm talking about. Let me do this. Let me take it out. I can show you some of the other ones if you want to see them. So this card right here was in one of the school sets, baseball sets, and it was in honor of Desert Storm. So this is the card right here. We pray for the safe return of all Americans involved in Operation Desert Storm and peace throughout the world. So this came in I guess you could get this in a pack, and I want to say this was 91, which is one of my favorite years of score. And so I thought about, when I saw this card, who could I send it to, who I felt, represented the United States well, and I picked Roger Craig. And I said that in the note, and this is what he put on there. So that's official. We're friends because he said it. Roger Craig. That's awesome. Because he said that's awesome. Just like the Lego song. Everything is awesome. Very cool. That's one of my favorite things. So you can tell why Roger Craig's one of my favorite because he's just an awesome dude. I mean, you can't beat it. But I don't know if I can get this on here because this thing is big, but I can try. Here's some of the. There's Charlie Joyner up there. He's a good signer. There's another Charlie Joyner. There's another Roger Craig. This is a lot of Roger Craig on here. That's his rookie card right there, 1984 tops. I love these cards right here. That's one of the first ones I got from him. Love that 1,000-yard club card. And then I guess I got two of those. I got doubles, which they have different inscriptions on them, which is cool. And then over here, lamps in the way. I got my there's the Bobby Hebert. He inscribed it to bar number 3, Bobby Hebert. He signed a note card too. But I got a bunch of Dan Fouts. Dan Fouts is awesome. He's the one. He was the quarterback with Don Coryell that revolutionized the passing game. There's another Bobby Hebert. Let me do this. We'll just see if I can lay this down, and I'll just pick the phone up. How about that? We'll get rid of that. That one's a cool one. That's a modern card, and it's chrome, but it actually came out pretty good. There's that Bobby Hebert. Joe Theismann. That's nice. There's another Joe. It's the Bobby Hebert. Who else we got in here? It's got a glare here. Let me see if I can get that off of there. All right. Oops. Doug DeSense's. There's that Jeff Reardon. Told you he signed. He's covering his junk up though, so that's good. Quit. Max Venable. This guy right here. He's in my top 3. Kelly Gruber is an awesome signer. Let's do this. Turn it this way. Well, maybe it won't just let me do that. It's saying that orientation's locked. Kelly Gruber. He's an awesome dude. He doesn't require a donation, but he'll sign the cards, but he'll ask for a donation because he gives to the needy. And he lives somewhere in Texas. I can't remember where, but he writes nice notes back to you. He's an awesome guy. I need to send to him again, send him some money. Because he'll definitely thank you for the donation. Love that Diamond Kings card. There's Denny Martinez. It's a nice one. No, I don't. You talk. Oh, Jerry Rice autos? No. Everything is cool when you're part of the team. Cajun Cannon. That's right, Barry. There's Charlie Huff. Mike Bilecki. Danny Tartable. He was a good player. Seemed like I sent to him and I didn't get it back recently. There's my Buck Martinez. A bunch of him. Manny Trio. The Mad Hungarian. This is one of my favorite ones right here. Al Herboski. The Mad Hungarian he inscribed. I think he's still he's a color commentator for the Cardinals, I believe, still. There's that 81 Donruss. There's 82 tops. Just some cool stuff here. I love TTMs. Love it. Richie Hebner got on that Fleer sticker. This guy was a good signer, Jace Bowen. I'm not sure where he's at now. I don't know if I guess he's still with the Pirates maybe, but I sent that to him. Charlie Kerfeld, there's an Astros one for you, Barry. There's a Fleer card, another Charlie Kerfeld. You like the Topps traded Tartable? Yeah, that's nice. On which card or paper put some Cajun? I don't know if he put Cajun words on there. I think he put his nickname on there. I think I may be able to find that. Maybe. There's some Rick Russell. He's an awesome signer. See, I got him on the tops, 85 tops and 85 tops traded. Billy Joe Robideau, one of the fun names in baseball. Pat Combs. Cecil Cooper. That dude was good. He probably should be in the Hall of Fame too. Dave Dravecki. I mean, I think he's an inspirational speaker now. He's the one that had cancer in his arm, and they took a bunch of his muscle out of his pitching arm, and he came back. He worked his way back to the major leagues, and then on the mound, he threw a pitch and broke his arm, and that ended his career. I want to say they had to amputate his arm too. I'm almost positive. Dave Dravecki, he's an awesome dude. Ernie Witt, he's a good signer. Got a lot of him. Some Thad Bosley, Jim Clancy. Got a bunch of him. Someone sent me that one. I didn't get that one on my own. I don't know who that is. Angel Guzman. Johnny Ray, he's a good signer. There's that Jim Lindemann I was talking about. He signs. Ron Guidry. He's a Cajun too, right? He lives in Louisiana. Trying to think which town he lives in. He's got an awesome signature. He charges $5, but it's worth every penny. There's that Kent Herbeck I was telling you about. That's 84 Fleer. And we got Denny Martinez's brother, Tippy. Nice cards there. There's Bill Wegman. Here's some more football. Old Stumpy, Stump Mitchell, which I think he's a coach. I think he used to be a coach, assistant coach for the Browns, I believe. So you send it to the Cleveland Browns Stadium. You got several of him. There's another Stump. Tony Nathan, that dude is awesome. He is that. What movie is it that they made of him? Was it Woodlawn? Is that the name of it? He's from Alabama, isn't he? Isn't he from Alabama? Let's look. See if I can do this with one hand. Well, it's hard to do with one hand. I'm going to set this up. See if that'll sit right there. Let's look at old Tony Nathan. Yeah. Tony Nathan from Birmingham, Alabama. But wasn't that the name of that Atmore? It says Birmingham. Well, maybe that's where he was born, but he lived in Atmore, maybe? Oh, thanks, Fabian. I appreciate it. I've been doing it for a while. You try to get in touch with Jermaine Dye. You got his locker nameplate from his. Wow, really, Joe? Jermaine Dye, he was good. Some things players. Okay. That's pretty cool story there, Joe. Yeah, it's Woodlawn. That's a great movie. Tony Nathan's just an awesome dude, and obviously he spanked the inscriptions there, and he was a decent NFL player, number 22. Of course, I'm a big Dolphins fan, so Steve Grogan, he's a borderline Hall of Famer too. Lorenzo Hampton. Here's my Blackwood cards. Glenn, I just got him back again, and I got Lyle. I need to send some more to Lyle. And these are some of my favorites. Dwight Stevenson, one of the greatest centers of all time, Hall of Famer, Dwight Stevenson. And I swear, in every single card of Dwight Stevenson, his expression is the same. Look like he's about to knock somebody's block off. Look at that. He is pissed. He's gonna tear somebody up. Look at this one. I would not mess with that dude. And then here's this another one. He looks mad all the time. But this one he did subscribe Hall of Fame, but he charges $5, so I don't know why he didn't do it on the other ones. I think this is his rookie card, but he's one of my favorite. He was Dan Marino center, so you got to love him. This one's awesome. Eric Dickerson. That's not his rookie card, but that's his second year card. 1985 tops. Love that card. And then I got the Bob Greasy. Boom. Just got him back as well. I think I've got him 3 times. And even though I don't do NASCAR, I do have some Richard Petty. Because why not? If you're going to get a NASCAR return, might as well get the King. The King, Richard Petty. Got him on those retro Donruss cards and that ST card. Wouldn't mind sending some more to him. Steve Largent, those are good ones. Steve Largent was awesome. Hall of Famer. That's my only Dan Hampton card. He's hit and miss. I sent one to him and never got it back. But I did get that one. There's some more Cecil Cooper. I don't know why I don't have those together. That dude should be in the Hall of Fame. I don't care what you say. Gene Garber. Love those super veteran cards. Steve Trout. I love the father and son cards. Those are cool. All these cards that you're looking at here are ones that are from my childhood collection. I didn't pay any. I mean, obviously, I collected them when I was a kid, but I mean, I don't have to go anywhere but my old shoe boxes to find TTM fuel. Ron Gant, he's a TTM legend. He probably should be in the Hall of Fame too. He's good. Hall of very, very great. I got him a bunch. He's a good signer. There's an Astros card for you. Art Howe. Astros, Cardinals. Of course, he was a manager. He was the manager for the A's when the Moneyball thing started. It's 81 Donruss. You didn't get it back, Fabian? Yeah, he's hard to get. Like sometimes he'll sign and sometimes he won't. The King. Penmanship on Stevenson is 100%. You're right, Joe. I like those a lot. Laces out, Dan. A Marino Ace Ventura trading card from the movie. I do. All right. Now we're getting into some Ryan Sandberg, one of my favorite players. This one's one of the coolest ones I've got. Jose leaned. I sent that to Puerto Rico. Jose signed it, and then I sent it to Rhino. Joe, you'll like those. I have another one of these cards that I sent to Ryan Sandberg. I meant for him to keep the card. I thought I put it in my letter or my note, and because he's $10, so I sent him $20. He signed one other card, and I sent 3 cards. I wanted him to keep this one, but he didn't. He signed this one, so I have another one with Rhino's signature on it, but not Jose's, and I'm scared to send it to Puerto Rico because I know I can get more, but I mean he's $10 and it's Ryan Sandberg. That's one of my favorite ones right there, 1989 tops. There's an 84 Fleer. Not, I do have his rookie card, but I haven't. I may send him his rookie card to sign. 1983 tops. These are some of my favorites. I love these big head or caricature cards from Score. So cool. There's the other Ryan Sandberg. I've got some more Sandbergs, they're just not in this one. He's one of the best TTMers out there. $10, but you cannot beat $10 for such a quality, player, Hall of Fame guy, just a good guy. There's Frankie V. He's $5, but he's a good signer. We've got several. Well, there's another one there. Scanlon. McGaffigan. There's a Steve Balboni. This one is Christopher Morel. Now, Joe, I know you know who he is, and some of you probably do. He's not on the Cubs anymore. They traded him to the Rays. But I sent this card to Wrigley Field just on a whim because he was playing for the Cubs. This was, I think it was his rookie year. He came up in about May. I think it was 2023. And I sent it in about July, and it never came back. I thought, well, that's not coming back. He's not going to sign it. And then the season got over at the end of September, and obviously the Cubs didn't make the playoffs. And then sometime in October, it come in my mailbox. Christopher Morel, pretty awesome. That's a cool one. Joe Carter, that's on the 93 Tops Gold. Cool one there. There's another Balboni. This is just one book I've got. I've got a whole bunch of these. Pretty awesome. Pat Sheridan. Wallace Johnson. I think I've got one out to Bill Allman now. So very cool. All right. Let me get my stand back here and put this back up here. Well, that was fun. Hope you enjoyed that. I need to make a video where more people can see if they're interested. I mean, it's just cool. TTMs are so fun. Most of those were for free.
What you doing?
I was just showing off some TTMs.
You're still on there?
Yeah.
You've been on there for 18 years.
2 hours and 18 minutes.
Nobody wants to talk that long. Nobody likes you that long.
There's 8 people watching.
Well, those 8 people need to go to bed.
Well, sports card and things, he's not going to go to bed because it's probably 5 o'clock where he is.
5 o'clock in the afternoon?
In Hawaii. Not 5. They're 5 hours behind us. So
Oh,
it'd be what, 6 o'clock?
I want to go back to Hawaii.
Aaron's awesome. I appreciate it, Fabian, though.
Oh, Mr. Berry.
Yeah, Barry, I do. I don't do it very often, but
7 p.m.? Wow.
7 p.m., yep.
I just ate
Thanks, Aaron.
a whole lot of Starburst, and now I have heartburn and kind of makes me want to poop a little. If I had a book like that, I'd display them in a frame on the wall. Mr. Joe, shut your mouth. We have enough crap everywhere.
It's not crap.
It's not, I don't mean crap.
It's memorabilia.
It's memorabilia.
When a player signs a card,
When a player signs a card, it's important.
it becomes a piece of memorabilia.
It becomes a piece of memorabilia. Okay, honey. You don't see me framing my purses everywhere. 6:55 a.m., son, you need to be back in bed. Nobody gets up that early.
He lives in France. That's Fabian.
Well, hello, Mr. Fabian, who lives in France. I'm going to go there one day. I might go by myself because nobody wants to go with me.
I won't go with you. But who are we going to get to keep the kids or the kid?
Well, we can lock them in the room. What's the best Starburst flavor? The red one.
I would say the strawberry.
That's
Strawberry
disgusting.
berry. Of
I had a
course.
bad experience with strawberries. I don't eat them anymore.
Yeah, I agree, Aaron. It's pink, the pink one.
No, honey, no. The only thing pink that is pretty is in my hair. No, Mr. Berry Berry, no.
He has to say strawberry because it's in his name.
It doesn't matter. I like his name, but it's Barry, not Berry.
Eh, tomato,
Like,
tomato.
no.
For some reason, my
You just scared the ever living crap out of me.
chat messed up on my phone, so I had to get on my because nobody was talking to me.
Oh,
Oh, Joe,
I don't really
we
care.
can't be friends anymore if you like the lemon
Oh,
one.
I like the
Ew.
lemon too. Mix the lemon with the red. That's really good. And the little feller who doesn't care about your collections, honey, I don't care about his. They're everywhere.
Well,
I do want to go to France. I want to go everywhere. And I decided to have a kid at 42 and
what
everything
do you want to
stopped.
see in France? You want to go to the
Louvre.
isn't that where the Sistine Chapel is?
Oh, I want to see it all. I want to see the Michelangelo. I want to see the
She
I want to
likes
go
art a lot.
Vincent Van Gogh, Monet, Manet, Gauguin. I just want to sit and drool.
The main reason I'm on YouTube because my family and friends do not care about my collections. Same,
I don't
Fabian.
care about his. I mean, I'm glad it makes him happy, but it's really taking up my entire room, and I'm not pleased with that.
It's not the entire room. It's a corner. It's a corner.
Do you want me to take them off and show you them what your corner exists of?
It's
Including Jude's room, our closet, underneath that table,
those
in
are
that other
put
table,
those are
in the theater
those
room
are
closet. Shut up. You just shut your mouth right now because that's a lot. It's not a corner. You've got it everywhere. Yes, it is. I'm
Okay,
going to
Joe.
Italy
See, that's how much
too.
I know. The Pope.
Give us a
The Pope
tour.
is from Chicago. What? What are you?
Let
What are
me
you
just
doing?
give you a tour. So we walk it. Oh, there's, hi, honey. I'm giving them a tour of all of our baseball cards. Do you still have some in here? Oh, yes, we do. Exhibit A. The whole top. Not the whole top. There's games over there. Oh, but we have them down here. Oh, wait. I didn't know these were hidden back here. Yeah, so there's that. That's makes me want to punch people in the face. And then we go up here. Oh no, they want a tour, honey.
Who said they wanted a tour?
Do y'all see this? Let me squat down. It goes all, do you see that? It goes all the way back. Wait a minute. And then we have all,
The lighting's very poor.
that's full here, shoved in the corner. Do we have any over there? No. I won't take you. Can I take them and show them your closet, honey? No. Jude's closet is full. I won't
It's not
take you.
full.
Half of his closet is full.
Gosh.
Oh, excuse us. My bed's not made, so I'll kind of, I'll go down. Oh, there's my cat.
This is not necessary.
Exhibit, what number are we on? D, E, F?
Most of the guys are going to say that's awesome.
That's not awesome.
It's awesome.
There's that.
I was looking at that earlier.
I don't care. Do you have any in this closet?
No.
None in that closet?
No.
So
I did, but I don't anymore.
half of Jude's room is done, and we're not done in the theater room. Yeah, it is.
A little section of the shelf.
Oh, and when we walk into the theater room, we have what you think is minor, and then we lift it up. It's under there. This is our screen. This is his shit.
You shouldn't swear.
I didn't mean to. Do you see all this? Do you people see all of this? Why is it blurry? Look at this. And you should really see Jude's room. It's embarrassing.
It's not embarrassing.
Piles upon piles upon piles upon piles upon piles. Oh, wait, more piles.
That's TTM fuel right here.
I don't know what that means. So, that's just a little snippet. I could always take you and get the. Where are the totes? Where are the Sterilite containers at?
They're in the garage, and you're
Oh, there's
going to the
Sterilite
garage.
containers in the garage. Yes, Mr. Berryberry. He is now in trouble. Elvis. Oh, do you need to see that? Isn't he pretty? He's pretty. I'm fixing to change these up because I got another calendar. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, there's more.
Well, look.
It cannot get
Barry
worse.
said awesome.
Mr. Berryberry.
It's pretty well organized.
That's because I did that when he wasn't here one day.
Hey, look, he said it could be worse.
No, it could not. Well, it could be. And if it does, I'm going to burn it all down.
Yeah, Barry, thanks.
You're welcome. You got him in trouble.
Jimbo, for your comment from earlier, we can go to Paris, Tennessee. That's a whole lot closer. They do actually have an Eiffel Tower.
Have an Eiffel Tower.
In Paris, Tennessee.
And they have a place with giant baked potatoes.
And Paris, Tennessee is where the world's largest fish fry is.
I don't eat other people's fried fish. It gives me the runs. Bart is busted. You're right. So don't let him tell you that this is minor. This is not minor. This is embarrassing. Oh, I'm like, oh, that looks like my house. That is my house.
Well, it's a delay because I don't have this on current. It's like
yeah, I didn't know you had
behind.
that big pile back there. That makes me.
Some of those are empty. Those are empty. Those are empty. Those are empty.
Yeah.
Some of them.
Other people's fish gives me the runs. I also don't order chicken in strange places because it just goes right through my mouth and right out my butthole. I'm not trying to change him, Mr. Joe. And it's organized and neat because I came in here and organized it when I was having a bad day. He didn't appreciate it, but he knew I would cry. And I didn't really touch anything. I just shoved and hid things. Because my OCD can't handle this. So I don't come in.
Well, look what Aaron, this is Aaron. His name's Aaron, Sports Cars and Things. He's the one that lives over, in the Pacific.
Oh my gosh. That's a lot of cards.
In one bedroom apartment.
I could organize your cards by alphabetically and by team.
Aaron's got a cool collection though. It's pretty awesome.
Oh, is that Boo? Is that Boo?
Yes.
Hi, buddy. Are you coming Saturday? Your dad's making fish. I eat your dad's fish.
Well, and my hush puppies.
I don't eat hush puppies.
Y'all need to come Saturday. If you can come Saturday, you can have some of my famous hush puppies.
Well, that's not very kind, Noah. What's TMI? I didn't do anything. Yes, there is a Paris, Tennessee. It's as embarrassing as what you'd think.
Yeah, Paris, Tennessee is in West Tennessee.
You realize I'm going to clean this while you're gone tomorrow?
No.
I might.
Actually, the hush puppies I make.
I don't like it. I don't like hush puppies, buddy.
They're it's the Bubba Gump recipe. Bubba Gump restaurant. Is that the name of it? Bubba Gump's. You know that restaurant. You know what I'm talking about. It's the recipe that Bubba Gump makes. Bubba Gump Shrimp Company. That's it.
Mr. Jimbo, I just think they're inherently wrong.
Well, Jimbo, what makes them different is it calls for a can of cream corn and a cup of cheddar cheese.
You're right, Noah. I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't name a specific place. I just said.
And yes, Barry, I do put some onion in there, but I get it chopped up pretty fine.
Because he's a girl when it comes to
I'm
onions.
just not a big fan of onion. If they're cooked or grilled, I can do it. I just don't like raw onion too much. Okay, no, that's enough. You have to come Saturday because I have that thing for Maggie. Is she listening?
Hi, Margaret.
They're really good, Jimbo. Like really good. You know, a lot of times hush puppies can be very dry. These are not very. They're not dry. They're very moist. Yeah, Joe. I don't know where. I don't know if I had that Jerry Rice rookie card, but it definitely. If I did, it disappeared.
I swear I didn't touch anybody's anything. Well, I did touch everything, but I don't look at names.
What is your ankle tore
What's
up?
wrong with your ankle, buddy? You got a full body massage. Nothing should be hurting.
Yeah, we use a lot of onion powder too.
All right, I'm taking my medicine and going to bed. Noah, I love you. Jude, go to bed. And maybe tomorrow or next time he does a live, all of this will be so organized it'll be disgusting. Happy for me, not happy for him.
It's organized.
No, not that. No,
It's organized.
no,
Yeah,
no,
it is.
no.
All right.
Oh
What?
my, he got a full body deep tissue massage.
Oh,
Boo did.
from where?
I guess where Erica Joe works.
Make an extra batch. Just when with the
I
recipe,
will find his. See, now I have a goal, Mr. Joe. I will look through every card to find a
I've
Jerry
looked for that
Rice.
card,
Who
Joe, and
does
I
he
can't
play
find it.
for?
Jerry Rice is a 49er.
He also was in Dancing with the Stars. That's all I know him from. I think he won.
If I had it, it's gone, and I may have dreamed it, but I'm pretty sure I had that card.
Who does he play for?
Uh, he played for the 49ers.
He
He's one of the best. He's probably the best wide receiver in history.
he won Dancing with the Stars. That's more important.
He's very talented.
He won Dancing with the Stars. See, now you've made him nervous because now
Yeah,
he knows
Aaron.
I'm going to look.
Well, you don't even know what it is. You don't even know. It's an old card.
It's a 49ers and it's Jerry Rice. That's not
It's
very
not
high.
a. It's it. There's only one place it would be, and I've already looked. It's not there.
Oh, we've all seen that it can be in more places.
Yes, he did play for the Raiders, but I agree with you, Aaron. He's the greatest receiver of all time. No doubt about it. Did he play for anybody else? I don't think. I think it was just the 49ers and the Raiders.
Good night, humans. I'm not going to bed, but I'm going to lay down. And I wouldn't even know where to sell it, but if I could and it was worth money, I would. But then I wouldn't do that to him. Actually, I would. I would.
Did he play for the Seahawks? Wow. Didn't know that. He learned how to catch by
Good night,
catching
Mr.
bricks.
Berry. You're welcome. I'll give you a more detailed tour next time if y'all want it. We'll touch everything. He loves it when I finger his cards. Oh, was that appropriate? I meant you're touching your cards.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
No, I meant touching it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like it when I do that.
No.
He doesn't like it when I do
Particularly.
that. Oh,
What's-
okay. Okay, Noah. Good night, honey. I love you. Good night, Jude. Go to bed.
He said thank you for the tour.
I know. I want to give him a more detailed tour,
yeah.
and I want to touch everything.
Hmm.
We can go through every single thing. We'll touch every pile. Is his last name Rigetti?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I love him. Hello, Mr. Rigetti.
So if y'all watch Mike at the Hot Corner, he just got Dave Rigetti back on a TTM. So I found a couple of his cards and I sent it to him. Sent one the other day, hoping I get it back. Dave Rigetti, he's a good pitcher.
We'll do a podcast. Isn't that the newfangled thing? I don't even really know what that means other than you talk a lot.
I've thought about it, Fabian, because It would probably be more popular than my just regular old channel.
I have
She
nothing
would
to
be the star, not me.
I don't have anything to say.
They very much enjoy when you get on here.
I highly doubt that.
Seriously. What did Barry say? What did you Chiefs? Oh my gosh, Jude, come on. We're not going there. You guaranteed victory on the Super Bowl and they got their butts kicked.
Boo! Are you alleging a dirty word?
What'd he do?
He said F the Chiefs. Does that mean that's
Yes.
son, do not talk to your brother like that. Oh my gosh, I raised you better than that. Oh my gosh, boys.
Well, Jude also said that the Warriors were going to win it all this year, and that didn't happen. So,
Okay. Guys, be nice to each other. You love each other. You're brothers, remember?
Texans, nah.
I'm a therapist, Mr. Jumbo Jim. I do have a lot to say when it comes to
And
your
again, if
brain.
anybody needs any therapy, let us know.
I'll fix you right up. I mean, I can't fix your hoarding problem, but
It's not hoarding; it's a collection.
potato,
Guys, what you
potato.
saw, is that a collection or is that a hoard?
He's a hoarder.
Hoarding means you have it where you can't even walk, and it's in every corner of your house.
You keep empty boxes because they're good.
No, not
There's empty
really.
boxes in the garage.
No, I think I threw all those away. Don't therapists listen?
We do. We also talk about brains, and I had a good sex talk this week with one of my clients. So we talk about a little bit of everything.
Aaron said he's at the hoarding level.
Oh, bless it.
Aaron's cool though. He he does lives every Friday night.
What is it in
Tea,
there?
Crystal Light tea.
No, thank you. Daddy was carrying Kool-Aid in his pocket.
Ew. You'll have to give us a tour sometime. Okay. I may get on with you tomorrow night, Aaron, maybe. He goes live every Friday night for like
He does keep the empty wax packs, and I slide on them every time I come in the theater room. Those little, what are those little paper things?
Look what Fabian said. Undrafted player. If it's a collection, collection
Oh
is a
my
little bit of
gosh.
like medicine too.
These little things,
They're called penny sleeves, honey.
whatever they are, they're all over the floor. Drives
They're
me
not all
bonkers.
over the
That's because I pick
floor.
them up or I throw them away.
There might be one on the floor. Yeah, I mean tonight, Barry, because it is Friday now. 13
Oh,
minutes into Friday.
yes. I've got to take my medicine. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm hot. We have two cats. We have Kitty and Karen. Karen is a little bit. She can be a little hateful sometimes.
Brandy has a pretty good collection of purses.
I got rid of a lot,
She has
and I
quite a
haven't bought
few.
any in a long time.
Okay. But you have a collection of purses and it's fine.
Mine are in one spot, literally,
Mm-hmm.
in a bag.
I know.
Yours are everywhere.
I'm just saying you have something you collect as well.
I don't collect anything. I've got I have a collection of raccoon penises.
Oh my gosh.
It's not really a collection. It's not like I went out and skinned them. I inherited them when my friend died. She used to go on dates and skin raccoons. That didn't do any
Well,
better, did it?
that's the polite way of saying
Sorry,
that.
Mama.
Most people around there here, pardon my French, call them coon dicks.
Oh my gosh.
But that's what they're called.
They're raccoon penises.
They're coon dicks.
They're
I'm
raccoon
sorry.
penises.
That's what they are.
They're raccoon penises.
It's a bone.
I have a jar of raccoon penises.
I don't know if we're from the country, and raccoons, their man parts is actually a bone.
Yeah.
If y'all didn't know that, I know Barry knew that probably because he's country folk. We live in the South,
If I had enough gumption, I'd run downstairs and get my jar of raccoon penises.
Aaron, you probably didn't know that, did you, bud? A raccoon penis is actually a bone. It's
Yeah.
yeah. So
My son-in-law thought it was a toothpick.
some people do use them for toothpicks. They sharpen the end of them and use them for toothpicks. I kid you not.
I almost let him put it in his mouth, but then I stopped him because I thought that would be rude.
All right, Fabian. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. I appreciate you.
Good night, humans. Unless they're 12-year-old girls.
They're not 12-year-old. She thinks if everybody that I talk to on YouTube is like either not real or 12-year-old girls. So go figure. Go figure. Now I'm going to have to hide all this stuff. What in the world just happened? Oh, me. Barry, penny sleeves on that floor is not a sign of hoarding. Come on. Just sometimes they fall on the floor. I will say, though, whenever you're trying to put a set together or get something ready to, put on eBay or do a video, it can be overwhelming sometimes. Do you use the theater room as a theater? Yes. There's a projector in the ceiling, and yeah, we watch movies, and my son plays his video games on there. So, but this is where I got. This is where I ended up with my stuff. So anyway, but it's very therapeutic, and it stems back from I started collecting cards when I was 6 years old, I think. Well, it was 1981. So I guess I was a little bit older. I thought I was 6, but no, I would have been 8. About 8 is when I started collecting cards because I remember some of the first cards I got were 81 Tops and 81 Donruss. There was a convenience store on the edge of town that had 81 Donruss packs. I can remember opening those. So, and then the 81 Tops, I think someone maybe gave them to me. I'm not sure. But then I don't even remember how I acquired packs back then, but I've still got all those cards. Like I've got, and I didn't complete the sets or anything, but I have a lot of 82s, 82 top, and it was pretty much all mostly tops. I have decent amount of 82 tops, 83, 84, pretty much every year in the 80s up until about 93 is when that's the last year I have any amount of cards. Because I got married in 94, and that's when the collecting stopped because I had other things to worry about and couldn't really concern myself with cards. So I didn't collect anything from 94 till 2020. But I kept everything from my childhood from 81 to 93. So that's where all this TTM stuff comes. All those cards that you saw in the binder came from, and I didn't even know anything about TTMing until I got back into it. Didn't even know it was a thing. And I know people have been TTMing for probably decades. So, but when I found out that people did that, and I'm like, well, I got all kinds of cards that I could send to people. It just cost me a little time and a couple stamps, which now that's kind of expensive. When stamps are what, 70, I don't even know how much they are, 75 cents a piece. It's ridiculous. But let's see. I lost the chat here. Jew's talking about Tyrese Halliburton. I need my own card media room. Well, I did have that, and then things changed, and that went by the wayside. But eventually, yes, I'll have an extra room to do that. Um, since you were 6, but mostly basketball as a kid. Okay, I never did collect much basketball at all. I just wasn't interested. Um, when I said from the 81 to 93, that was every year baseball. I have some, mostly tops. Football, I collected. I started in 84. That's my first um, got football cards. And so I collected 80. I have 84, 85s, 86s, 87s. And I, for some reasons, didn't get much after that. But I did get some of like the score football cards and things like that. And of course, 84 was a good year for cards because it had the Eric Dickerson um, rookie, Dan Marino, John Elway, and then that Roger Craig was a rookie card too. And I did not. So this is the Dan Marino rookie card there. That's the 84 tops. And I never got that one in a pack. And he was my favorite player back then. And I just never did get it. And I think I had the Dickerson card, but that may have been one of the ones that got stolen. And I think I had the John Elway too. I think that was the big rookie cards that year. But now I have this one, which I got from Ken. God is great. Awesome trade. He can't believe he traded me this card, to be honest with you. But I very much appreciate it because that one's so cool. But I did get one that had a blemish on it for pretty cheap. But you can't really see it. It's like the one I have that's raw. Someone put a Sharpie mark in this black area right here, and you can't really see it unless you shine the light on it. But I have this one too, so it works for me. uh, hang on. Chuck Connors, wrong rifleman. I liked him too. Connors played for the Yankees. Aaron, you quit between 99 to 2018, huh? That's that's close to when kind of what I did. Um, yeah, Jimbo, I'm just not into the basketball anymore. Yeah, I get into my son that was on here earlier, Severed Pond. Um, he's the team LeBron GOAT group. No, totally different. LeBron will never be the GOAT. Never. Jordan is the GOAT and will always be the GOAT. There will never be another Michael Jordan. I don't care if LeBron plays 10 more years. He's never going to be the GOAT. Sorry, not going to happen. But he will argue till he's blue in the face about LeBron being the GOAT. And ain't going to change it. It's not going to change his mind. But I know he's wrong because MJ's the GOAT. Because back then, you know, the scores would be in the 80s and 90s. Nowadays, it's, 120 to 122. It's crazy. But you're right, Aaron. That 3-point line changed everything. Yes, we use the theater room occasionally. Yes, he needs his own freaking room to get out of that space. I want him to convert the garage in room, but he says no. That would be a lot of money to convert the garage because there's no way to put any heating and air out there. No hate speech, Brandy. See, Brandy knows. Michael Jordan is the GOAT. And Barry says the only GOAT is a GOAT. You're right, Aaron. I'm not saying LeBron's not great. He is. I mean, but he's played many more years than Jordan has. So obviously he's going to, the more, if you play more years, you're going to score more points. Yeah, I guess so. Maybe top 5. I just do it to egg him on. You can't. It's hard to argue 6 for 6 championships and 6 Finals MVPs. And LeBron ain't never been on the all defensive team. That's for sure. They don't play defense in the NBA. Yeah, Jimbo, that's not going to be a thing. I could do without the Heat probably, but I ain't sweating. Not if I'm going to be inside with doing card stuff. I ain't doing that. Sounds like it's raining outside. Aaron, I know we talked a few weeks ago about, you said something about the Chrome Platinum. Do you have, I know you said you had a ton of the 2022, which I'm not near close to completing that set. I'm probably closer to the 2023 Chrome Platinum set. Do you have, get you a list? Do you have 2023? Like doubles and such? I know you said you bought a bunch of the 22. You have 23? Okay. I'll have to look at the 22 because some of the, like Justin and Three Good Nerds and Vince and a couple other guys, Doogie, we were all trying to complete that set and we were trading all our doubles. Um, and I think I kept at least one copy of all the ones of the 22 set I had. But I know that those guys have helped me a lot on the 23 set, and I'm probably maybe less than 100. It's a big set, it's 500 cards. So let me get a list up and I'll. Is your email address on your YouTube page about me or something? Barry, I need to do that. No, I haven't. And I've got all kinds of, reprint Babe Ruth cards. They put him in different sets. What I wanted to do, not that I have a burning desire to have Babe Ruth's granddaughter's autograph, but if you all know Card Wolf, CW, his son, the pack opening machine, loves some Babe Ruth. So I thought about sending a couple, and I would like one too, but I wanted to get one signed by Babe Ruth's granddaughter on a Babe Ruth card and send it to CW's son because I think he would love that because that little kid is awesome. He's probably what 10 years old maybe, but man, he's going to do big things. And when he gets on there with CW, he sounds like a little man. It's funny. Yeah, Adam. Sadly, we're still going. I don't know why. We're just sitting here talking, but I'm glad you got off work. Aaron's rubbing off on me on these long live streams. I just like hanging out with you guys. It's fun to talk with and do life with like-minded people who like the same things, obviously. Um, but also, that's why we're all different, because if we were all the same, it'd be pretty boring. But um, 24-hour live stream. Well, I have to go to work in the morning, so I don't imagine my boss would be too keen on me being live in the office. So, but she's not going to be there, so we probably could do that. But that probably wouldn't be good because, for what I do, I would probably get in trouble because, yeah. What is Aaron's record? How many hours? Was it like 8? Aaron, what's your record for live stream? I would try. You're right, Aaron. And it's just fun. I mean, because everybody likes to show off their stuff. And I don't do it that much in my videos. I do open new stuff, which I like to do. But I probably need to do less of that and more of showing off what, I mean, obviously you all saw all the stuff I have. And honestly, what's out here is like set building stuff, TTM stuff, and then I've got I don't know how many piles started, for people. And Jimbo, if you're still in here, yeah, you are. Oh, cool. You tag you. Okay, you did. I don't know if I got that, buddy. I'll go back and watch that. I'm sorry. I don't think I got that. I've got this new phone and I'm not getting the notifications like I used to. I'll definitely go back and watch that, Jimbo. Um, but Jimbo, I did start. I know you said you wanted. Let me see here. So I started. You talked about the Braves cards. So I've got. This is just what I found here recently. Huh? Okay. I'm wrapping it up. I'm just showing Jimbo one thing. So these are some of the ones I've got for you, but I'll get more. I just have to go through them. Does this look like stuff you wanted, Jimbo? These are all Bowman cards. And these are all different, I think. I can send you doubles too. These are the it's Hurston Waldrop, Schwellenbach, Olson, Riley, Acuna, Albie, Sale, and then the prospects: Senard, Fuentes, Perdomo. You got some Cam Caminiti in there. Do you have any Cam Caminittis? Yeah, I didn't get that, buddy. And I think there's a place on your YouTube page where you can check tags. I didn't even know about that. And I rarely check YouTube on my laptop. Adam, I'm telling you, I got plenty. Do you have any of the Bowman yet, Adam? I definitely can send you Braves cards too. I got plenty. And if we're talking Series 1, I could probably send you many copies of each card. Doubles are fine? Okay. Yeah, these are cool too. Have you seen these, Jimbo? Rockstar rookies. That's Schwellenbach right there. Love the inserts in Bowman. This one I just got. Who sent me the gallery pack? Somebody sent me a gallery pack. That Albie's card. 22 Tops Gallery. It's pretty cool. Here's a Caminiti Chrome. I need to send to him again. Aaron, you still on here? You can see some hits from Bowman. There's an Aiden Miller. Maybe I'll turn the camera around. Why not? It's only 12:30. I'm good. There's an Aiden Miller. That's a green paper. There's a Colt Emerson. That's a Ray Wave. That's cool. I like these hobby cards. Bazana's bases loaded cards. That's an insert. This is the Reptilian. Wait till off season. Okay, I'll do that. You did get some decent luck in the Bowman. My luck's run out on this stuff. Arun Escobar, that's Reptilian. There's another one of those hobby cards. Acuna. That's one of the red rookies, Jackson Jobe. Doubt if he makes Rookie of the Year, but who knows. If I had this as a Jack Wilson, that'd be good. Or Jacob Wilson. There's another Reptilian. There's a refractor of Conrad Kaysen. I got this in a break. This is from like 2022, though. I had the Cubs. I think I bought this from eBay. This is a Alcantara red rookie. You're going to have a ton of colored, numbered. You talking, Adam, are you talking football or are you talking ton of colored, numbered prism? Are you talking the Panini Prism or what? Bowman. Okay, I got you. I mean, I would be interested in baseball, not much football, probably, unless it's like Dan Marino or something. Yeah, I've been trying to tell people too, Adam, about your card sale. I do a video for tomorrow or later today. I'll shout you out on that. Is it going to be 2:00 Central, Adam? So I can tell. Didn't you say like 2:00 in the afternoon? I know you're Central Time because you're in Arkansas. I got this from eBay. This is an awesome card. Cade Horton. He's actually doing pretty good for the Cubs. This is the top pitching prospect. That's out of 75. There's an Alcantara. Nice one there. 2 Central. Okay, awesome. I will definitely try to be in there. I'll be in there. Maybe not the whole time, but I'll definitely check it out. Maybe you'll have some good cubbies for me. Any good cubby deals? And Adam, are you going to do any vintage cards? Because I might be interested in some vintage, maybe. There's another Cade. Just a few. These are the Reptilians. I got doubles of that one. I've got some more hits. Where are they at? This hit? Where are they at? I've got stuff everywhere. It's disgusting. Got a lot of stuff in here. Charlie Condon. He's a big prospect. Weatherholt. There's the McGonigal. I got 2 of those. Holidays open all year. Yeah, Jimbo, I haven't been doing the Tops Now stuff. I don't know if I may have mentioned this a time or two in my when I was doing the Tops Now videos. One of my friends that he doesn't do YouTube, but I met him through eBay, I think. He had a bunch of Tops Now points, and he didn't use them, so he would send me the codes. He had what he was doing. He was buying cards, but then there was one of his friends was a breaker, and he couldn't get enough product, so he would buy through my friend's Tops account cases, and so that's how he got a bunch of points. So basically, my friend was sending anytime I wanted a Tops Now card, he would send me a code for a $40 coupon. And so I'd take that $40 coupon and I would buy whatever Tops Now card I wanted in the 5-card bundle, which normally was $32. And then, of course, if you use the $40 coupon, if you use $32, that doesn't leave a balance. It just goes away. So what I would do, I would buy a 5-card bundle, would be like $32, and then I'd buy a 1-card bundle, just one card, and it would end up being like $41. So I'd use the $40 code, and then I would just pay the difference, like $1, like less than $2. And that's I he had I did 30 videos. That's how many points he had. And you have to have, I think it's 4,000 points to make a $40 coupon. So you can see how many points he had. It's just crazy. So I ran him out of points. But I asked him over and over again, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" Because I mean, I'm getting these cards for free, and that's how I got my. Where's it at? I'll show you one that I got from that. This one right here. Look at this card. This is sick. Ellie De La Cruz rookie card. This is the play last year when he was on second, and the pitcher did a pickoff move to second, and the ball went to center field, and he scored from second base. This is numbered to 25. 22 of 25. And I sent it to SGC and got a 10. That's sick. That's the best Ellie card that I have. But then I got the Seiya Suzuki 101. I don't know where it's at. I think it's right here. Is this it? Yep. And then I got this one. And that's my only 101 right there. Got it out of a 5-card bundle. Showed him Imanaga, Seiya Suzuki. Seiya is tearing it up. He's got like 51 or 52 RBIs this season. So shout out to my friend who gave me all those codes, got all these cool cards, and I gave a bunch of them away. That's why I did the series, because I didn't need all those cards, and I thought it would be cool to do that series and obviously share those cards with other people. So it was awesome. Thanks, Aaron. I appreciate it. The Fergie auto, this one was from eBay. And this one is sick. This is from Topps Rip. And you will never believe how much I got. I got this for $8, $8 or $9. And I'll show you why. I think it was on a buy it now. There's not a crease, but there's an indentation in it. Let me see if I can show it on camera. I can't, it's hard to see. I'm trying to show the light. It's down here somewhere. There's like an indentation. You can't really see it. And I mean, I got this for like $10 with shipping. 21 out of 50 on card. It's just amazing. It was $8. I think it was $8.50 plus like $2 shipping. Unbelievable. This one, it was eBay too, and I didn't spend more than $20 on this. It was like 15 or $16. That's numbered out of 50. And I was telling people when I got this card, he signs TTM, Fergie. He's a Hall of Fame pitcher. He was a great pitcher. Great pitcher. And he signs TTM, okay? But if you send him a card, you got to send $40. $40. Now, is that worth $40? Maybe. I'm not going to send him $40. I can't do that. But you get a TTM, it is obviously not authenticated. You would have to send it off to be authenticated. Now, do we know that it's real? Yes. But you can't really sell it as authentic because it hasn't been authenticated. You can't get as much for it. I got this for less than half of what he charges TTM for. So why would I send him a TTM? It's on card. He signed this card. He didn't sign a sticker. It doesn't make any sense for me to send him a TTM when I can buy his autograph for less than $40. You have a Jenkins from 2020? Cool. But yeah, Fergie Jenkins autographs are not expensive. This is one of the coolest ones I've got. Big Al from Big Al's Cards, who doesn't really do videos anymore. Great guy. one of my best friends on YouTube. We used to send boxes to each other, and I wish we just kind of lost touch a little bit. He's not doing much on YouTube. He still watches my videos. We haven't sent each other anything in a while, but he sent me this card. This is an actual autograph. I didn't when I first got it. I just thought it was a facsimile autograph. I did not know. And then when I looked it up on eBay, there was these are the Hillshire Farms Home Run Heroes. There was several players that signed these cards. But if you look at it, you can tell. I'll even take it out of the sleeve. You can tell that is a pen. You can see the indentation there. I didn't realize he didn't tell me he was sending it. And I just buzzed through it. I thought, oh, that's cool, Ernie Banks. And then I got to looking at it. It doesn't have the COA with it. And these cards did have COAs. This one didn't have it, but I don't care. I'm not trying to sell it. That's never leaving my collection. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind getting TTM from him. I can't do $40. I just I think the most I've ever paid for a TTM was $25. That's why I want Nolan Ryan so bad, but $75 is a lot. And I know it's probably worth it, and those are kind of authenticated, but I'm cheap. But I did send Chris Bryant a TTM to the Colorado Rockies Foundation for 25 because I wanted his autograph. So I do have a Chris Bryant TTM, but pretty cool. But yeah, I got Fergie, I got Ernie, obviously. There's a Fergie back here. Big Al sent me that one. That's a ball. This is Kyle Schwarber right here. I got that at the Cubs convention. That is authenticated by MLB. That's Ian Happ right there. Up there is the Dawson card I just got. I mean, the ball. I got that from the card shop. And then over here, that's the ball I got from the Cubs convention. That's got like 12 or so signatures. Bill Madlock is the one right there. That's my favorite one. This one right here is Billy Williams. This one right here is pretty cool. Let me show you this one. That one right there is Eloy Jimenez. I won that off of Ethan Sports Cards, who actually is a fellow Kentuckian. I won that in a giveaway. That's awesome. There's the Manfred card, the commissioner, and then there's that Carson Kelly one I just got. So I like the autographed baseballs. I just don't have a ton of them. But the ones I got are good. I need to send Ryan Sandberg one. I will send him to $10. All that's not a problem for me because he's my favorite Cub player. I would love to have a Fergie rookie card signed. I don't even have a Fergie Jenkins rookie card. Which was it a Phillies card? It's a Phillies card, isn't it? Adam, who he started out with, Fergie. I have a Ron Santo rookie card and I have a Billy Williams rookie card, but I don't have a Fergie Jenkins. And I definitely don't have an Ernie Banks rookie card. Yeah, I hear you, Aaron. I don't spend a whole lot on singles. I try to find good deals, and I have found lots of good deals on eBay. But TTMs, I mean, 10, $15 is my max. I just don't go overboard with that. I mean, I've got plenty of Nolan Ryan playing dates cards from my old collection. And you're right, Adam. It goes to his foundation, which is for a very good cause. So, and it would be a tax write-off. You're right, Adam. So it's probably not a bad idea. I think and I don't need to wait too much longer. He's not getting any younger, but I probably need to do that sooner than later. Jimbo, you got a Phil Necro and Catfish Hunter. Okay. Yogi Bear, a Ballpark Franks auto card. Really? That's sick. Okay, Adam. I knew that's the Fergie is a dual card, right? It's got another guy on there, another player. 66 Banks. Where's that one that Card Wolf sent me? Card Wolf has an amazing collection, and he sent me. What I do with it? Dang it! So I've got everything messed up here. It's definitely not. It's organized chaos, you'd say. I want to say it was a. Here it is. This card right here. This is my oldest Ernie Banks card. That is what? It's a 59. 59. I mean, it's not near his rookie card, but dang it. I could count my 50s cards on probably one hand. I don't have any 50s cards. I have this one, and I have like a 54 Bowman that I think Collecting Maddox sent me. Yeah, he just sent me this. He's those wolf packs he sent me, which was cool. This one is in good shape. This is not a cheap card, and it is doesn't have any creases. Corners are rounded a little bit, but it's got good color. Doesn't have any creases. This is perfect for me. I don't have to have something that's going to get a 6 or a 7, because those are very hard to come by and they're very expensive. Even if this was had creases, I wouldn't care, but it's in really good shape. Like a 3, yeah. It was an awesome gift, Barry. CW is awesome. One of the best on YouTube. But I would like to get more of his cards. It's just finding the right deal. And the right deal is going to be on eBay, not at a card show, because in my experience, the guys that sell vintage only, pretty hard to deal with sometimes. They don't give good deals on vintage because they kind of resist how things work now as far as pricing. They want to go to the old Beckett and say what the card's worth, and that's just not how it works these days. Beckett's are fine, but for pricing cards, that's not how it works anymore. So I have another Ernie Banks card. It's like a 68, I think. I think I got that for like, I don't know, 10 or 12 bucks. But I'd like to get the player run of Ron Santo, Billy Williams, um, and Fergie. I've got quite a few. I don't have them all. You have most of the Banks playing day cards. That's awesome, Adam. I know you have an amazing vintage collection. Yeah, Aaron, that's right. There's a card show every other month here, starting in February, I think. They February, April, June, um, August, and then there's like 5 of them. So they're going to have one next weekend, and there'll be some vintage guys there, and that's all they have. And I rarely buy anything from them. I try to find TTM fuel, but I don't know which one. I don't know which one. I don't know which guys sign, because they have commons. I just don't know which one sign because I don't have any of that fuel. I'd love to get some commons for TTM, but I just don't know which guys sign, and I don't. Man, it is raining outside. All right, guys. Well, it is getting late, and I've had a blast, and I'm not going to get anywhere close to Aaron's record because I imagine it was probably 8 or 9 hours or more. Which did you say this would? You said it might grade that banks. I think it's a minimum 7 minimum. Yeah, I agree. I mean, if it's in good shape, I mean, you're not going to lose money. This is a 3. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm not going to get this graded. I'm just not. I tell you something I would like to get graded. I got this off eBay. I love this card, and I don't think this would. I don't think this would qualify as an oversized card. This thing is awesome, and it is in great shape. The corners. Look at the corners. That corner's pretty sharp. That one's a little bit got a little white on it. That corner's yeah, that corner's a little dinged up. And then that one's pretty good. This is can't remember what year this is. Adam, what year is that? I love these big cards. This one would grade well. And the centering's not bad. It's a little off north and south. Side to side's pretty good. No creases. 60 64? Is it that old? Well, let's see. Yeah, I think you're right. I didn't think it was that old because it's talking about 63. Okay, that's a cool card. I wouldn't mind getting that graded. And then these things I love, and I have a couple of them. So these are I don't know what you call these. This is from 71. That's old Reg. That'd be his third year, yeah, third year. Not in great shape, but not bad. I love these thick cards here. I'm not sure what you call those. And then this one's pretty bad off because it's not miscut, but off center, and it's got all these weird. Obviously, these are from a different card where they cut these, I guess. But the back's pretty off center. But I don't care. Love it. These are actually from 1970. But this one, top super, that's right. This one is in good shape. Very good shape. Not a 10, obviously, but I bet they'd probably get 6 or 7. Got some damage back here, but for a how old is that card? 50, 55 years old? A 55-year-old card. Pretty daggum good shape. Love it. Very nice. And I've looked to get more of those, and you can find these at the card show too, because it's a pretty big set, I think. That's number 58. So I got a little bit of vintage, not too much. I do have a Reggie Jackson rookie card. It's got a big old blue Sharpie mark on it, but I got it for like 45 bucks, so it's all good. I don't care. It's got a blue Sharpie mark on it. I'll have to show that off sometime. It's in a box somewhere. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to hit the hay because I got to get up in a few hours and go to work and finish my work week out. But I appreciate y'all hanging out, and Adam, hope to see you. I hope I can get on your card sale, and good luck with that. I know you'll have some amazing stuff. Aaron, I'll probably see you tomorrow night. Probably get on with you, maybe. We'll show some more of our collections or whatever. And I do plan on doing a 600 subscriber video at some point. And I may do a VR this time. I have someone I've never done that. Have a VR contest. Would y'all be interested in the VR contest? Have a chipper night, everyone. That's right, Adam. So I may do that. So be looking out for that. But thank you. Thanks for hanging out. Had a blast. We'll do it again. And yeah, everybody have a good weekend. Y'all take care. See you next time.